What's up? What's good? What's good with everybody, man? I know you were here and I know what you're looking for. Let's go. Tampon Daniels talking greasy about Tasha K. Now, Chaz the GOAT came with the receipts. Now, one thing about Taz the GOAT is this, man. He'll record your videos and he'll keep your videos in the archives for years. And and whenever there's a problem, he'll repost those videos, and he'll post those videos to expose you. Right. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure Taz has videos of me in the archives that if something happened, he'll use them. See, he said this 5 years ago. Taz the Go got the videos in the archives, man. Taz gonna remind you of what you said 5 years ago. So Taz the GOAT, man, check this out. Taz the GOAT, listen, homie. He found videos of Tampon talking greasy about Tasha K years ago, right? And I'm pretty sure Tasha K thinking, oh man, I should have did more research on this guy. Tampon came on her show pretending to be cool. And now Tasha K looking at it like, man, this dude was talking greasy about me. Yeah, he was talking greasy about you. You know? Then you got Tampon making videos talking about dropping Micca off at the hotel, and it's just messy. It's like Tampon wanted the whole world to know that he had a baddie, that he got a baddie that's in pocket with him. Like, understand this. He kept talking about, yeah, she gonna be in pocket with me. Yeah, she gonna be in pocket. Now, she's a married woman. And he's bragging about being with a married woman as a married man himself. But he claims to have all these Christian morals and values. Oh my God, it's crazy. He said, Chaz is hilarious. See, listen, man. I don't run around clipping videos like that. I don't have time to be studying you and doing all that. I mean, but I guess if you're trying to expose somebody, that makes sense for you to do it. See, I've always made content. I never had to depend on what people said years ago. I can just roast them with the facts. But Taz, he gonna save all those videos in his archives. So when it's time to come at you, he's gonna have a lot of evidence and receipts to say, see, this is what he said. This is what he was saying 5 years ago. He gripped it now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He gripped it. Oh man, hit the like button, man. Show some love and support. Tap into the show Saturday morning, 10:14 a.m. West Coast time, 1:14 p.m. East Coast time. But see, listen, it takes a certain type of man to do that. Usually it's the weirdos who are saving videos so that they can expose somebody. That's what the weirdos do. But then again, I can't really knock it. If your job is to expose someone, I guess you would be doing the right thing. But deep down inside, I know what type of man does that. It takes a certain type of man to do that. Because when you got talent, you ain't got to depend on posting old videos of other people. You let your talent, you let your content speak for itself. So I understand what type of man it takes to expose something like that. Chaz the divester protector. Yep. He is. He was a divest, but I'm not here to talk. I'm not here to talk about Chaz. To go, let him do his thing. I ain't got no issue with him, man. It is what it is. Let the brother do his. Let the brother do his. Let him make his content and do whatever he got to do. Hit the like button. Now this right here is Tampon talking real greasy about Tasha K. Now Taz the GOAT, I'll give him his credit. He's gotten better at editing videos, taking pieces, clipping them together, and then giving commentary. So he's done a wonderful job when it comes to that. So it is what it is. Hit the like button. Let's get into this content, baby.
Oh my God, y'all listen, I was set up.
Anyways, this guy has been dug up by Tasha K.
Now, Tampon was talking greasy about Tasha K. Now all of a sudden, you're sitting in her face on her platform being fake. But then again, Tampon is a fake individual. So why would we be surprised that Tampon was being fake with Tasha K? Just like he's been fake with everybody else, pretending to be a conservative Christian, parading a married woman around when he's a married man. He don't live up to those Christian morals. He don't live up to the values of Christianity. He don't live up to any of that. But Tampon understands how dumb people are, and he's taking full advantage of people's stupidity.
And I have no idea for the life of me how she continues to get everybody to reach out to her that has a problem, an issue, trouble, or anything like that.
Oh my God, y'all listen, I was set up.
Well, this woman, Tasha K, she thinks that I'm a government plant.
Allegedly, according to Tasha K, she don't even have the money to be able to pay Cardi B.
Now, normally I'm on top of my, but maybe because I schedule way too many interviews.
And this is fair use, man. I got this video from Taz the GOAT. Some of you might say, the GOAT of what? The GOAT of trolling. He's the GOAT of trolling people. Now, he claims to be this master debater. Well, he does debate a lot, but he's not the GOAT when it comes to debating. Plenty of people have defeated him in debates. Is he the king of trolling? I don't know. Maybe he's one of the top trolls on YouTube, right? He's pretty good at trolling people. I will say that. But as far as him being a GOAT, well, that's up to you guys. Let's go.
That week that I wasn't seeing the play at hand.
Allegedly, according to Tasha K, she don't even have the money to be able to pay Cardi B. But they want to make an example out of not only Tasha K, but the assistant. And I think that they're doing an excellent job.
The other thing that you have to add as a caveat is how come every single time that something happens to a guy, in more instances than not, it's always associated with a woman? I'm just not going for it. Like, I don't even want to, I'm not even going to entertain this. Saying that the interview is old.
Example out of not only Tasha K, but the assistant. And I think they're doing an excellent job.
The other thing that you have to add as a caveat is how come every single time that something happens to a guy, in more instances than not, it's always associated with a woman? I'm just not going for it. Like, I don't even want to, I'm not even going to entertain this. This is literally just released. Maybe the interview itself is old. Some people in the chat are saying that the interview is old.
So listen, he was so against Tasha K. He was talking greasy about Tasha K just to have a sit down with her, right? But we all knew Tampon was fake. But guess what? People on YouTube don't stop supporting people for being fake. Being fake is not going to stop you from gaining. It's not going to stop you from gaining followers and subscribers. Sometimes when you think about it, the fakest people have the largest following and the most subscribers, the fakest ones. You ain't got to take my word for it to speak game. People who follow Tampon don't care if he's fake. They don't care if he's a rainbow community member. They don't care about none of that. 90% of people on social media just want to be entertained. They don't give a damn about what's real. They don't give a damn about what's fake. They could care less.
This was just released like recently. What happened will never happen again. Now, some people are looking at this and they saying, is this really an apology or is this just saying that, yo, I lost? She says, what happened today will never happen again. To Cardi and her team, I apologize. TashaKLive.com.
I feel like Anton set me up, Jasmine.
What do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about this? I'm curious as to what y'all think. And do you think that this actually helped her as far as continuing to build her up? Because she's already got a brand now. She has some visibility. But I don't think that you'll find anybody, even under a rock, that will say that this was a good thing for her. It created more visibility. It helped to blow up her platform. But to the tune of $4 million, that's a huge marketing bill.
I just feel like that. I got a lot of receipts now.
And so as a result, I think that
See, the thing is, man, you got a lot of male Tasha K's on the internet now. You know, guys who want to make YouTube careers exposing people instead of bringing their talent to social media so that that could shine. A lot of guys are taking the Tasha K route in hopes to become successful on social media, making content exposing people all day. Their whole channel was based on exposing something. See, listen, when you're talking about what's posted on the internet already, that's just you giving commentary to something. But when you're digging into people's personal lives and using that for content, then that's a Tasha K mindset. There's so many men who are taking the Tasha K route in hopes to become successful. You know what I mean? Oh, sister girl ass. That's that sister girl content. I'm gonna expose you. Now, it's understandable when you see women do it, but when you have men who do, now don't get it twisted. Ain't nothing wrong with exposing something here and there, but when your whole channel is dedicated to exposing other people, that's an individual who don't have talent. That's a person that person is depending on gossip to elevate their platform. That doesn't require talent. Exposing people doesn't require talent. Now, exposing Tampon, I believe that's a beautiful thing because he needs to be exposed for the fraud that he is. So I'm not mad at Taz the GOAT for exposing this. I'm talking about the people who dedicate their whole channels to exposing people. That's a major problem, especially when you see men doing it.
And do you think that this actually helped her as far as continuing to build her up?
Yeah. Oh, Wendy Williams as ninjas. That's that Wendy Williams, Tasha K energy. And the sad part about it is you got grown ass men who are doing the same thing. Oh, Wendy Williams as ninjas.
She's already got a brand now. She has some visibility. But I don't think that you'll find anybody, even under a rock, that will say that this was a good thing for her. It created more visibility. It helped to blow up her platform. But to the tune of $4 million, that's a huge marketing bill.
I just feel like that. I got a lot of receipts now.
And so as a result, I think that this was just an opportunity for her to save face by saying that, yeah, I was gonna fight it. Yeah, winos, we did it, but I'm gonna wave the white flag. Honestly, in hindsight, I would have just took the videos down if it was something that she was requesting that I do, based off of the fact that if you know for sure that this person does not have an STD, did not do any form of prostitution, and was not using drugs, you're playing a dangerous game. It's one thing to react and do a commentary to a video. It's another thing to allege that it's true based off of evidence that you have yourself, which obviously was false.
I got a lot of receipts now.
Anyways,
so this dude has so much of an issue with Tasha K. But when Tasha K was willing to interview him, he was smiling, cheesing in her face as if he ain't never said nothing bad about this woman. Yeah.
This guy has been dug up by Tasha K, and I have no idea for the life of me how she continues to get everybody to reach out to her that has a problem, an issue, trouble, or anything like that. And it's a wild claim. So I think that she got finessed. I think that her lawyers sucked every dime that they could have out of her. And I wouldn't want to be in her position at all, because now you're in a difficult place to where you got to repair your image. People are now against you. They see you as not necessarily a credible source. And then they're always going to label you as a gossip blogger instead of an investigative journalist, or a person that's coming in truth, or a person that can be a credible source. As
Tasha K don't care about being called a gossip blogger. That's exactly what she is, a gossip blogger. Right? She exposed people. She's a gossip blog site. Wendy Williams type of energy. Tasha K type of energy. It's sad when you got grown ass men who are stealing that same formula that they got from Tasha K and Wendy Williams. You got grown ass men using that strategy. They have no talent. They have no personality. They have no game and mouthpiece. So what do? Just gossip about people all day. You know, it's nothing wrong with giving commentary on something, but when you as a grown man dedicate your whole platform to exposing things about people that nobody knows about, you a Wendy Williams, and you a Wendy Williams type of individual as a grown man. We understand why women do it, but when you see grown men doing it, it's like, oh my God, look at these old sassy ass ninjas.
People are now against you. They see you as not necessarily a credible source.
Women.
And then they're always going to label you as a gossip blogger instead of an investigative journalist or a person that's coming in truth or a person that can be a credible source as to what things are happening. So everybody is always going to be questioning whatever it is that you do, no matter what you do from now on, because you're not actually able to substantiate whatever it is that you alleged against Cardi B or whoever it is that comes along with it. Yo, if I was Derek Jackson, I would follow that same blueprint and be like, yo, listen, she lying on me. She lying on me. But neither here nor there.
I feel like Anton set me up, Jasmine. I just feel like that. I got a lot of receipts now. You know, I think he caught me slipping. He really did. I'm gonna get him back though.
And I just got an email that basically...
I'm gonna get him back though.
He really did. I'm gonna get him back though.
And I just got an
That was funny, man. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, Tasha, go put this one together pretty good. For sure.
email that basically sent me multiple different reports that basically highlight that Tasha K and Kevin Hart's former assistant, I want to make sure that I got all of this right. Tasha K and Kevin Hart's former assistant is being sued for extortion and defamation. Extortion and defamation. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is a good thing. I don't necessarily care for people getting sued, but I'm going to tell you why this is a good thing. Now,
You do, because you're suing Corey. You're suing Corey over words, so you do. You don't mind seeing people get sued. You don't mind suing people. Tampon Daniels lied about his daughter being taken out of school. He lied about the whole situation to gain sympathy from the black community. Oh, my daughter's in distress. Oh, this mean man is talking about my daughter. She's underage. He did that to gain sympathy from the black community. And some people are so dumb that they couldn't see the play. Tampon was lying about the whole thing. My daughter's under so much stress. She can't concentrate at school. Corey's a bully. I'm going to sue Corey. Now, then he going to speak like, oh, he's just so against suing.
is being sued.
You know, I think he caught me slipping. He really did. I'm gonna get him back though.
And I just got an email that basically sent me multiple different reports that basically highlight that Tasha K and Kevin Hart's former assistant, I want to make sure that I got all of this right. Tasha K and Kevin Hart's former assistant is being sued for extortion and defamation. Extortion and defamation. Now, I'm going to tell you why this is a good thing. I don't necessarily care for people getting sued, but I'm going to tell you why this is a good thing. Now, I don't really care about the whole Tasha K thing because, like she said, get in line. I'm sure she still trying to figure out how to pay off Cardi B and then, Kevin Hart, whatever, right? But there are so many people that continue to get on her platform and say some of the worst things about people that they allegedly work for.
I'm gonna get you back, dog. I got you, folks.
Here's the key word.
That was a nice one. Taz, the go, you did a good job with this one, man. I ain't gonna lie. I got to give it to you.
On her platform and say some of the worst things about people that they allegedly work for.
I'm gonna get you back, dog. I got you, folks.
Here's the key word that we're looking at here, right?
Tampon was talking greasy about Tasha K before he went to her show. I bet money she didn't know, but she know now. Tampon talking greasy, then went and sat in a woman's face as if he ain't said nothing bad.
Abandoned this argument She has abandoned this argument. In my personal opinion, I think that this was all just a play, just to try to save face, because she said that she wanted to appeal it. And it was no way, no how, based off of what was communicated to us from the lead attorney and also different people that was commenting on the trial about the evidence that was presented, it was no way, no how that she could ever win this case.
I'm the world's great. My daughter said, I go to Tasha K. I said, why destroy you and Tasha K?
Okay, now I see why you called her a bitch. You can't, nigga. You threatened me talking about you would go to Tasha K on me. Yeah, at that point, you can suck my dick. Real talk. You never threatened me. The minute that you threatened me, yeah, I'm gonna call you a bitch at that point.
You never threatened me. The minute that you threaten me, yeah, I'm gonna call you a bitch at that.
You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying, though? Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying, man. You know what I'm saying?
Point.
Ladies, I'm curious. Are y'all jealous? I'm sorry. Are y'all jealous of trans men? I don't even know what the fuck to call it. Are y'all jealous of men that were biological that's now dressing up as women if they look better than y'all? If you see a guy out there, or you think that it's a woman and then you find out that it was biologically a man, do you get upset about it? Be honest. In the chat, let me know. Do y'all get upset if you see a person that is a biological man that walks around in a woman in whatever capacity? Are y'all jealous? Because this is what they telling y'all. So y'all saying that they throwing ad hominem attacks? I see y'all absolutely not. No, whatever, so on and so forth. Are y'all jealous? He had every right to be able to be confident, thinking that the Bureau of Prisons would protect his information and not exploit. But unfortunately, certain Bureau of Prison officers did just that. The lawsuit filed against the federal government and the Bureau of Prisons and a blogger. He is also suing Tasha K.
I'm gonna get you back, dog.
He was glad that Tasha got sued. He was happy that R. Kelly sued Tasha. He even did a round of applause. Wow. You know, that little goofy ass round of applause. Like, you need to get a better applause system. It sounds moist, man. That sounds moist. It does. Well, like, come on, man. You could have got a better one than that.
Federal government and the Bureau of Prisons and a blogger. He is also suing Tasha K.
I'm gonna get you back, dog. I got you, folk.
He is suing the U.S. Bureau of Prisons and Tasha K. Tasha K just can't catch a break. Maybe she Teflon Tasha. I think that Tasha K must, Tasha K got something happening out here in these streets to where she got all of the information. She can find out what's going on before y'all all find out what's going on. And she get more lawsuits than a tabloid. A woman is always the catalyst for how things change when breakups happen between brothers. A woman is usually the catalyst for how another man gets killed. A woman is usually the catalyst for the downfall of a kingdom. A woman is usually the person at the forefront of whatever it is of a kingdom crumbling. This is just a fact. In more instances than not, and that's not saying that a guy shouldn't have a level of discipline, and that's why we now starting to have these conversations about men protecting themselves. In more instances than not, it's always a woman that is at the forefront of a guy suffering, and men doing crazy, stupid stuff like this, like going on Tasha K in order to be a chatty patty.
You went on Tasha K to be a chatty patty. See, man, this is what I'm saying. Black people, this is the problem with our folks. They'll support anybody who has money, or if it appears, or if they believe that this individual has money, black people would support it. Now, you called this man a chatty patty for going on Tasha K, then what does that say about you? What does that say about you? Because you just went on Tasha K to talk about your business. Does that make you a chatty patty? I mean, Tasha K is a gossip channel. All Tasha K does is expose people and air out their dirty laundry. Her whole platform is built on that. So don't that make you a chatty patty? Lord Jesus.
This is just a fact. In more instances than not, and that's not saying that a guy shouldn't have a level of discipline, and that's why we now starting to have these conversations about men protecting themselves. In more instances than not, it's always a woman that is at the forefront of a guy suffering, and men doing crazy, stupid stuff like this, like going on Tasha K in order to be a chatty patty.
I got you. Cause they said Micca was in your hotel room. I got the video.
I got you. Cause they said Micca was in your hotel room. I got the video.
Taz the GOAT, man, you a fool for this one. But it's a great video. I gotta give it to you.
Suffering. And
Great
men
video.
doing crazy, stupid stuff like this, like going on Tasha K in order to be a chatty patty.
I got you. Cause they said Micca was in your hotel room. I got the video.
I got you. Cause they said Micca was in your hotel room. I got the video.
Hey, Tasha K be trying to act like she really interested, or she really, she really is into what's going on.
All the ills of the community. I don't say nothing else. She bothering Cardi B. I don't bother them people.
Now we all got to remember that Cardi B sued Tasha K, won somewhere between $3 and $4 million in court, and I had heard that Cardi B was actually considering forgiving once Tasha K had went on like a little crying live stream asking for forgiveness. I'm a mother and everything like that, and then Cardi B was considering it, but then after several different things happened, including the interview with Will Smith's alleged former assistant, Cardi B said, "Nah, I'm never gonna forgive you."
Mm-hmm.
I make a comment, I say something, and then I go on. What happens is people respond to what I say.
They said that you said she flew in the day after you got there, but how she wound up in your hotel room past midnight on your camera in front of a bed.
Some booty clapping was going on. Some booty clapping action was taking place. Oh, yeah. Tampon one of them cheeks. Maybe it wasn't Tampon's time of the month. He was ready to clap them cheeks in the middle of the streets. Well, in the middle of the sheets. Underneath the sheets. His Micca for the streets. Tampon wanted to clap those cheeks underneath the sheets. Let's get back to the content. Let's go.
She lost the appeal. And this is what she posted as a result of it. She says, "Damn winos, we lost the appeal against Cardi B. Sad day." But we gonna be all right. I appreciate all your love and support throughout this.
Make sure that you guys are blessing that like button. Support the Cash App. I prefer that you support the Cash App, but if you want to support the Super Chat, that's good as well. But support the show. The likes are free. Tampon. Come on, Tampon. You wanted to clap them cheeks. And word is that Micca is for the streets.
But we gonna be all right. I appreciate all your love and support throughout this fight. Today we throw in a white flag. I don't really think you had a choice, but okay.
Now the husband done deleted his whole damn platform. And she done lied about what the husband do. And she also lied about the husband meeting you. You ain't never met the husband.
What was the determining decision for whether or not you was gonna go on Tasha K?
Well, for one, I don't debate. She want to debate. And this was my exact word. If you put me on the platform with her, I'm gonna start calling her stupid ass bitch.
I understand exactly what he's saying now. I feel it. All right, I was trying to give.
All right.
I was trying to be objective and just trying to throw a lifeline out to that, but I understand exactly what he's saying.
Oh man, they set me up. Man, I think they thought I was like losing my edge.
This is worth it. So they attached it. They filed the initial paperwork in order to get to in order to get to the bag, and so they're gonna make an example out of her. This isn't even about money, because allegedly, according to Tasha K, she don't even have the money to be able to pay Cardi B, but they want to make an example out of not only Tasha K but the assistant, and I think that they're doing an excellent job.
But they want to make an example out of not only Tasha K but the assistant, and I think that they're doing an excellent job.
I was tired that day. You know how many interviews I did that day?
Hold on, you gotta be Tasha K but the assistant, and I think that they're doing an excellent job.
But they want to make an example out of not only Tasha K but the assistant. And
Tampon was glad that people were suing Tasha K. Then he went to have a sit down with her. It's like you fake. You were celebrating the fact that this woman was being sued. You made content about it. Then you said, oh boy, it was a chatty patty for sitting down with Tasha. You sat down with Tasha. So what does that make you? A chatty patty.
I think that they're doing an excellent job.
I was tired that day. You know how many interviews I did that day?
That was a good one, man.
Example out of not only Tasha K but the assistant, and I think that they're doing an excellent job.
He's celebrating that Tasha's being sued. Tasha, you didn't do your homework before you brought Tampon on your platform. That's what you got a team for. Like, nah, Tasha, this dude was talking greasy about you, celebrating the fact that you was being sued by different folks. And then you turn around and get different strokes, if you know what I mean.
This isn't even about money, because allegedly, according to Tasha K, she don't even have the money to be able to pay Cardi B, but they want to make an example out of not only Tasha K but the assistant, and I think that they're doing an excellent job.
But they want to make an example out of not only Tasha K but the assistant, and I think that they're doing an excellent job.
I was tired that day. You know how many interviews I did that day?
Hold on, you gotta be kidding me, bro.
Yeah, and I think like Soulja Boy is suing Tasha K now. I'm like, damn, everybody's suing Tasha K.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if she gonna win. I mean, I don't really think she give a fuck at this point.
I don't either, nigga. She be reckless, nigga, and calling everybody out.
When Anton came in, I just wasn't ready for Anton, because you know he came in with the whole play with the security. The wife was right there, so he trying to make me think that this is all for views. Because you know he came. When Anton came in, I just wasn't ready for Anton, because you know he came in with the whole play with the security. The wife was right there, so he trying to make me think that this is all for views.
They say that this chick didn't even get paid. That Tasha K don't even really pay for interviews. So you did it for the clout. You gave the information up for free, and Tasha K is over there getting to the bag, and you probably didn't even get anything more than you probably got a train plane. You ain't get no private flight. You ain't get nothing. They probably made you drive yourself and use your own money to come up there so that you can come up here and gossip and talk about Kevin Hart. God, these chicks, y'all do it for the clout now. Y'all ain't even got nothing to stand on, but that's all right. Kevin Hart gonna make an example of you, and we gonna follow right in his footsteps. We gonna follow right in his footsteps. We gonna do the same thing that Kevin is doing.
But then I had my
So he just said, man, I ain't with suing people. So now you're gonna do the same thing that Kevin said, extortion. Kevin Hart sued Tasha K. Yeah. Tampon, hey man, you a chatty patty. 100% chatty patty with extra beef patties.
Use your own money to come up there so that you can come up here and gossip and talk about Kevin Hart. God, these chicks, y'all do it for the clout now. Y'all ain't even got nothing to stand on, but that's all right.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart gonna make an example of you, and we gonna follow right in his footsteps. We gonna follow right in his footsteps. We gonna do the same thing that Kevin is doing.
But then I had my PI team go pull it. Because, you know, I'm busy these days. I ain't got time to pull stuff, so they briefed me on I said, how the hell did we miss this? It was right here.
And so I actually tapped into the
Oh, man, this is messy. And Tampon, you did, listen, You sat down with Tasha K and you was talking greasy about this woman, celebrating the fact that she was being sued, saying that she's a terrible person. Then you sit down with her and you laugh and giggle in a woman's face. You are fake, sir. A chatty patty with extra beef patties.
Lead attorney's live stream yesterday, and I was checking out exactly what was happening with Tasha K. Now, we know that the lead attorney and Tasha K have a tumultuous relationship, to say the least, right? I did watch the video in which the lead attorney allegedly got thrown out of Tasha K's event down in Atlanta. I'm not sure what the final thoughts was of that or anything like that, but I did observe his live stream about that. But he also broke down exactly from a legal perspective what happened with the appeal. Now, we all know, just to bring you guys up to speed, of what happened with the appeal, right? The appeal, or what happened originally, was Tasha K allegedly was putting up a bunch of different videos that were falsely depicting Cardi B in a negative light. R. Kelly, Kels is suing. Let me get this right. I want to make sure that
everybody's suing Tasha K. R. Kelly, Kevin Hart, Cardi B, Soulja Boy, the Trash Man, the dude who had 5 baby mamas who didn't want nobody to know. He's suing Tasha K. Everybody coming for Tasha K in court. Damn it, man.
Or what happened originally was Tasha K allegedly was putting up a bunch of different videos that were falsely depicting Cardi B in a negative light. R. Kelly, Kels is suing. Let me get this right. I want to make sure that I got all of my information.
All right, let me deal with this excuse, because this ain't nothing but an excuse. Bitcoin Brown said, this is what he said. Now, this ain't nothing but an excuse right here. This is what somebody says when they know they're a hypocrite. When they're a hypocrite, these are the excuses they make. Bro, Anton said long before he went on the show that he used to not rock with Tasha, but now he looks at her differently. No, he went on her show to get exposure. Exposure that will bring him more money. The man is phony, and whoever defends it is phony as well. He feels the same way about Tasha K as he felt back then. He went on Tasha K's show to be a chatty patty to expand his platform. He was talking greasy about the woman, celebrating the fact that people were suing her. Then all of a sudden, he gonna sit in her face and laugh and giggle like it's all gravy, baby. I can see through the fakery, homie.
Correct. R. Kelly is suing, and he filed a lawsuit against the Bureau of Prisons staff for the leak of his personal information before his Chicago trial. Now, I heard that R. Kelly, and I seen an actual viral video of him singing. He looked like he having a good old time inside of prison. Am I off? Is it just me, or does R. Kelly look like he having a great time in prison? But he's suing and justifiably
so.
We may not necessarily agree with whatever it is that he was convicted of. We may not necessarily agree with how it is that he was rocking out with Aaliyah and all of this other type of stuff, right? It's a lot of people on the different sides of the fence.
I said, how the hell did we miss this? It was right here.
Tasha K, funky ugly bitch. You and that motherfucking cake ass African dude that married you to help you hide whatever you hiding, probably.
It was right here the whole time.
See, Tasha K hates Corey Holcomb. Tampon hates Corey Holcomb. That's why they linked up. They didn't link up because they liked each other. Tampon was talking greasy about Tasha K before he went to her platform. Tampon hates Corey so much, and Tasha hates Corey. They link up and do some business. They do an interview. Right? But the reality of it is this: Tasha K didn't realize how Tampon was talking greasy about her.
But it's okay. It's never too late.
Tasha K, funky ugly bitch. You and that motherfucking cake ass African dude that married you to come on your show to talk about cat.
Facts.
What you pay the bitch for that? I bet you ain't get a bitch shit.
Hey, who came on the show to talk about Cat Williams? I missed that one. I thought he was about to say Will Smith or Kevin Hart.
Never too late. I'm doing the Anton. You gotta come sit back down. I know you listening.
What I'm gonna stop doing for some people that's just too messy, that seek out to destroy other people for no reason. I'm gonna stop just.
Hey man, I'm gonna read off the cash apps at the hour mark of the show, man. So make sure that you bless the like button. It ain't nothing. I will read off the cash apps at the hour mark of the show. Let's get it.
Reviewing their content. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're not actually content creators, and the only thing that they are is messy because they're not actually trying to bring visibility into some issue, or they're not balanced. That's probably a better way to put it, because you can criticize and you can review anything, but you got to be objective and you got to be balanced. And that's the thing, right? When it get too ugly or too egregious, like some stuff I just don't even review. It's some people that I don't even pay attention to. Boyce Watkins is one of the people I don't pay attention to. I guess you can throw Tasha K on that list now because it's just like, it's too messy. Apparently Kevin Hart is the latest celebrity to fall.
Apparently Tasha K is on the list, but you just sat down with the woman. Tasha K been gossiping about people. She been spilling the tea. Tasha dedicated her whole platform and career to exposing different people, the hottest topics, the juiciest gossip, exposing things behind the scenes that they don't want nobody to know about.
Bring visibility, and I'm gonna stop doing. For some people, that's just too messy, that seek out to destroy other people for no reason. I'm gonna stop just reviewing their content. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're not actually content creators, and the only thing that they are is messy because they're not actually trying to bring visibility into some issue, or they're not balanced. That's probably a better way to put it, because you can criticize and you can review anything, but you got to be objective and you got to be balanced. And that's the thing, right? When they get too ugly or too egregious, like some stuff I just don't even review. It's some people that I don't even pay attention to. Boyce Watkins is one of the people I don't pay attention to. I guess you can throw Tasha K on that list now because it's just like, it's too messy. Apparently Kevin Hart is the latest celebrity to fall victim to women not being able to shut their mouths. Check this out, yo. Apparently this dropped on Tasha K channel. I don't even know how Tasha K continue to get these people to say all of this stuff against them, putting their whole lives on the line.
I know you watching, brother. We got to do a part 2. We got to do.
How Tasha K continue to get these people to say all of this stuff against them, putting their whole lives on the line.
I know you watching, brother. We got to do a part 2. We got to do a part 2, okay?
It's too messy. When I seen her pull up Steve Harvey's wife, ex-husband, and he was talking that job, I was like, you know what? This is kind of, this is beyond my pay grade. You know what I'm saying? When you start getting celebrities to the point to where they want to sue you because you bringing up people that want it, I don't do that. Like I just don't rock with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's a different mindset. So I just don't check for certain stuff, and I just kind of stay out of the way with that. I don't like that junk.
And it ain't even got nothing to do with you. He ain't do nothing to her. He ain't said nothing negative to her, but probably got fired, probably didn't make the money that she said she wanted to make, probably didn't have the career and the longevity, and then the first thing that they do is they call Tasha K. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Shit, you come out here, I did all this shit for her. She was still talking shit.
Oh, no.
So I'm just saying, it's like...
Yeah, I get it now. Now it's making sense. Because it's not like he was just completely absent. It's not like she don't know him. It's not like he didn't support her or financially support her or anything like that. Listen, if you still talking shit and I'm doing stuff for you, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm still doing stuff for you? Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay. All right, I get it now.
But yeah, we're going to have to do, Anton, we're going to have to do part 2, brother. And I will be ready. We'll be ready for you.
And he's saying shit, and I'm doing stuff for you. Yeah, okay. All right, I get it now.
But yeah, we're gonna have to do Anton. We're gonna have to do part 2, brother. And I will be ready. I will be ready for you.
And he's saying that Latasha Kibi or Tasha K alleges Kelly's personal information and calls, including calls to his attorney, were monitored and shared, impacting Kelly's ability to defend himself. He does not feel comfortable to this day talking to anyone, even his own lawyers, because of the impact of this event.
Like, whoever they saying, oh, you don't like black women. That's become the thing where they say, oh, you a hater now.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, that is true. Like when certain black people didn't vote for Kamala Harris, you hate black women. You didn't vote for Jasmine Crockett, you must hate black women. They're using that as a shaming tactic to get you to do something that you ain't got no business doing. Well, I don't want to be labeled as a hater of a black woman, so I'm just gonna go ahead and vote for Jasmine Crockett. I'm just gonna go ahead and vote for Kamala Harris. A lot of you black men were tricked into doing that because these women said, well, if you don't vote for Kamala Harris, you are a hater of black women. You don't vote for Jasmine Crockett, you a hater of black women. And some of you bozos were so afraid that you folded and you voted for Kamala because you let these women shame you into doing so. You must hate black women if you don't vote for Jasmine Crockett. Right?
I want to say this.
Right.
All you people who don't have receipts for the support of black women, shut the fuck up.
Tasha K, y'all saying that she did God's work. Okay. I'm just a bystander reporting the news, but she definitely got a lawsuit.
But she said that what you call it had a STD and she didn't have one.
That's true. I mean, but I'm saying like defamation is basically lying on somebody though, right?
But how can we prove
Tasha K was the person that reported it.
There's so many people misusing the word hate. And you got a bunch of retards misusing the word hate. If you criticize them or disagree with them, you must be hating. You must be hating. Now, women are the ones who started that. But the sad part about it is you got grown men doing the same thing. When people want to escape accountability and you criticize them, they'll just say, you're just hating on me. You're just hating. Telling the truth is considered hate. Breaking something down and dissecting it is considered hate. You just hating. You just hating. Just a bunch of goofies. Listen, they should have never taught you goofies how to use the word hate, because now you are misusing the word, labeling everything hate to escape and avoid accountability. Well, when somebody criticizes me, I'ma just call them a hater. If somebody exposed me and tell the truth, I'm just gonna call them a hater.
Seemed like Tasha K got
Shut the fuck up.
Tasha K, y'all saying that she did God's work. Okay. I'm just a bystander reporting the news, but she definitely got a lawsuit.
But she said that what you call it had a STD and she didn't have one.
That's true. I mean, but I'm saying like defamation is basically lying on somebody though, right?
But how can we prove
Tasha K was the person that reported it. It seemed like Tasha K got people on her platform basically having conversations about what is happening. I mean, listen, I don't know. I know Kevin Hart wasn't fucking around, so he threw that lawsuit out there. I don't know what happened with that. But Cardi B, I know that one hurt.
I just got to say.
He said Trump destroyed the country. Do you know this country was already destroyed before Trump got in office, you dummy? Oh, let me guess. You voted for Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, who kept borders wide open, who allowed millions of undocumented immigrants to come into this country. So I get it. You voted for Kamala Harris. You ought to be embarrassed, you dummy.
Simple questions, okay? And his wife is gorgeous. I'll tell you what I think about his wife.
Shout out to the House of Hypocrites in the building. The House of Hypocrites is in the building. Shout out to you, bro. Yeah, you voted for Kamala Harris. Your dumb ass ought to be embarrassed.
Soon.
This is your turn. You created this for yourself. We're not going to save you from yourself. This is all 100%. You are right. For the first time in y'all lives, y'all are 100% right. And for the first time in your life, we also going to let you deal with it because you want to equal everything. Go ahead. We busy. We got to get ourselves together. I keep telling my guys to be selfish before you selfless. I keep telling my guys to make sure that y'all go ahead and take care of y'all business because ain't nobody gonna come and save you. So we got work to do. So while we trying to figure it out, since y'all the most educated, that's what y'all keep telling us. Y'all running the numbers up, y'all getting money, right? You getting a new job. We don't need no motherfucking man. Remember that shit?
I said this yesterday to black women, and if you're not a feminist, then don't get offended, black women. But black women truly believe that if they have money, now they ain't got to listen to no man. And these be the same women telling you that they're Christian. God ain't never told you if you got money, now all of a sudden you have the power to disrespect a man because you got money. God ain't never gave you the okay to be disrespectful towards men. Well, girl, I got money, so I ain't got to listen to no man. That's feminism. And you wonder why a lot of black men don't want to get married. Because what are they saying? I'm not going to marry no woman who believes she's empowered because she got a little bit of money and she thinks she ain't got to listen to me. She can get lost. This is why women like that are good for sex partners. They're not good for marriage or long-term relationships. Those are the type of women that you hook up with and have sex. That's as far as it goes. You will be a fool to deal with a woman who thinks she don't need no man all because she got money. You got to be an idiot to tolerate a woman like that. And unfortunately, there's tons of women like that running around in today's society. That's feminism. Well, I got an education and money. I don't need no man. Okay. But listen, that'll be the same woman in church claiming to be a Christian, and clearly she's going against the word of God. God ain't never told your black ass that once you get money, you ain't got to listen to no man. No. God ain't never told you that.
Remember when you said you didn't need us?
Oh, and then they're going to say this. Well, he ain't worth listening to. Okay, so why would you give your body to a man that's not worth listening to? Shame on you. Ladies, if you're dealing with a man that's not worth listening to, something is wrong with you. You should be more responsible with your body. Make better decisions. If the man you're with is not good enough to listen to, shame on you. I don't want to hear that damn excuse.
I do it on my own. What I need you for? I could suffer by myself. Okay. You got it, sis. You got it, you bad bitch. You got it.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Tell us how much pressure.
So all you ladies who claim to be Christians, show me one scripture in the Bible that says if women get money, now they ain't got to listen to no man. Show me the scripture in the Bible that says that. You're not going to find it because it doesn't exist. I got money, so that gives me the right to disrespect men. That gives me the right to talk back. No, the hell it doesn't. No, the hell it don't.
Made for hips instead of shoulders. Go ahead. You kept feeding that little nigga some milk and cookies. Then he grew up to be a whole motherfucking man, and he went in your closet and he took your clothes and
His wife is gorgeous. I'll tell you what I think.
Oh, nigga. Yes.
And his wife is gorgeous. His wife is gorgeous. I'll tell you what I think about his wife soon. She's a beautiful woman.
See, it'd be one thing if I was making that up. You know, a lot of black women, unfortunately, have that mentality. There's tons of black women like that. Money will turn a woman into a man. If a woman is single for too long and she makes money and she believes she is strong, she becomes a man. Why? Because she feels like, now that I have money, I ain't got to listen to no man. Women like that are only good for hookups and sex. They don't make good wives. They don't make good girlfriends. They're not good for long-term relationships. Those are the type of women that you hook up with for sex. That's it. Feminism has destroyed these females. And unfortunately, in our community, and maybe in other communities as well, but I'm a black man, so I'm going to speak for the black community. There's tons of black women out there, a whole lot of them who feel that way. Well, I got money, so now that I got money, I ain't got to listen to no man. But you claim to be a Christian. God ain't never told your black ass you ain't got to listen to no man because you got a good job and you making some money. Hell no, God ain't never told you that. That is feminism. That is feminism to the 10th power. And then you wonder why women like that don't get married. They don't get married for good reason. You will be a fool to marry a woman like that. God ain't ever told your black ass that you ain't got to listen to no man because you got some money. Let's move on to the next clip. Yeah, true story.
So
and ladies, I'm not doing this to crap on the ladies. I'm saying this to give you a wake-up call. Too many black women have embraced feminism. Tons of them. Now, I have met some black women who get their money and they're still humble, but that's not the majority of them. Money has turned a lot of these women into men. Why do you think she's talking back to you? Why do you think she feels like she ain't got to respect you no more? Because she feel like I got a little bit of dough. I ain't got to respect men no more. Unfortunately, there's tons of women with that mentality in our community. Money has turned these women into men.
Go back to 2024 on this one. And like all of his videos, it's just another performative video. In this one, Anton wants to make it seem like...
Now, Taz the GOAT is getting ready to expose Tampon for a few things. Check it out. Listen up.
He's waking up in his loft in Detroit, fresh off of a date night with Micca.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, he just says this like it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, I guess it was nothing, right? But that's why I look at the people who was around him then. It's like, where was y'all at then? Y'all should have been saying this then. Because he has always...
Well, you listening. If you feel the need to type in the comment section, that's because you are entertained by my conversation. So you love the gossip. So continue to listen to the gossip. Keep doing your job.
Put this girl's name out there like it was sweet. Watch this.
What's going on is Anton from AntonDangles.com. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with me. Just woke up this morning. Last night was insane. It was absolutely wild. Micca flew in last night.
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 Taz the GOAT did a good job with this. He said Micca flew in last night. He said Micca flew in last night like he tapped them cheeks and he was reminiscing about it. You know, like you kick back, oh yeah, man, the homegirl came in town last night. The whole time you thinking about how you clapped them cheeks. Oh yeah, she came in town last night. Oh yeah.
What's going on is Anton from AntonDangles.com. I appreciate y'all for continuing to rock with me.
I never said all black women are like that, but I think over 50%, anything over 50% is the majority. Now, let me ask the audience. When I spoke on women who feel like if they get money, they ain't got to listen to no man, what percentage of black women think like that? Now, I need everybody in the comments to be honest. Is there a small percentage of black women who think like that? Or do you say, no, there's a large percentage of black women who think and act like that? Be real. We're foundational black American. I don't care what you are, bro. You can be black American, African, Caribbean. What percentage? Well, matter of fact, let's stick to FBA. Then we'll talk about blacks from other countries. What percentage of FBA women think and act like that? What do you mean, Supreme? What percentage of FBA women feel like if they ain't got, what percentage of FBA women feel like if they got money, they ain't got to listen to no man? What percentage of FBA women are like that versus the percentage who are not like that? Now, I never said all FBA women are like that. I never said that. Never said all. But let's get down to the nitty gritty.
Just woke up this morning. Last night was insane. It was absolutely wild. Micca flew in last night.
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 See, it don't take a super intelligent person to realize that at some point, this is just for you to know that Micca was there, Micca was with him last night, and the question becomes, why wasn't it bad then? Why wasn't it a problem then? Why weren't there a bunch of videos asking?
Somebody said money isn't the only motivation for that perspective. Yes, it is, right? Because prior to money, those women were more humble. Now that they have money, they feel like they ain't got to listen to no man. Now, let me tell you something, black women. I'm not talking about the men that you don't want. There's a lot of black men out there with money and success, and they don't want those women we're talking about. A man with money wants a woman that's feminine, not a masculine woman with money. See, this is what women don't understand. Money turns a lot of women into men. So masculine men will sleep with them, but they don't want to marry them. They only hook up with those women that have sex. They only hook up with those women for a fun time, not for a long time. Masculine men don't want masculine women with money. You don't want masculine women, period. Money has turned a lot of our women into men, unfortunately. That's the reality. Now, I'm going to ask you guys one more time. What percentage of FBA women feel like if they have money, they ain't got to listen to no man versus the FBA women who don't think like that? I want to see what the audience thinks
About his wife back then. Because again, he's used Micca many, many years and many, many times. Yeah. And this is just another example of Micca being the person that just flew in to kick it with Anton one night. Let's listen.
Last night was insane. It was absolutely wild. Micca flew in last night and we wound up hitting the streets. And I got a little bit of a crazy story, something that I didn't know, but I'm gonna keep y'all up to date. You can see the whole city behind me. I'm gonna keep y'all up to date, and I wanna have a conversation with y'all about something that I learned while at the same time getting trespassed from a property. So, out and about, you know what I'm saying? We did the live stream on After Hours. Sun is busting. City is dope. You can see the whole city around me and stuff like that, but did a live stream on After Hours last night and hit the streets. So we out and about. Take Micca to the hotel to get her stuff dropped off.
And I took Micca to the hotel to get her stuff dropped off. Now, why would you be talking about taking a married woman to the hotel? Why would you add that in the conversation? That looks bad on Micca. Now, if your wife is cool with you doing it, okay, I get it. It still looks bad on you as a Christian man, but hey, you say your wife don't care, so it is what it is. I don't give a damn. But why would I make a video talking about taking a married woman to a hotel? Why would I do that? Oh, I get it. Tampon is looking for the clout. He's looking for the exposure. Tampon wants everybody to know that he took Micca to a hotel. That's why he continues to say it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I took Micca to the hotel. You dig what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? For real, though. I mean, I'm just saying, though.
See the whole city around me and stuff like that. Something that I learned while at the same time getting trespassed from a property. So, out and about, you know what I'm saying? We did the live stream on After Hours. Sun is busting. City is dope. You can see the whole city around me and stuff like that. But did a live stream on After Hours last night and hit the streets. So we out and about. Take Micca to the hotel to get her stuff dropped off and get checked in and stuff.
So here we go again with the Micca tales, right? Where you're telling these stories about her and things that maybe you don't need to say.
Now let's deal with this woman. She said, it sounds like your fathers are not around. Why do black women think they can define what manhood is when a lot of them haven't even embraced femininity? They're feminists. There's a difference between being feminine and a feminist. And some of these women don't understand the difference. Let me repeat that for you people who are too slow. A lot of women don't understand the difference between being feminine versus a feminist. Unfortunately, women don't understand the difference, the majority of them. Now, when they tell you, where's your daddy? Well, they were raised in the same homes. Black men and black women were raised in the same communities in the same homes. So if the black man is fatherless, then you was fatherless. That's the reality of it. Let's get to the problem. Let's get to the root of it. She's making excuses. Listen, lady, this woman right here is making excuses for women who became feminists. The feminist movement was for white women. It was never for black women. Why? Because black men never oppressed their women. We never had the power to oppress our women. The only man in this country that had the power to oppress anybody, not impress, oppress. The only man in this country that has oppressed people based on their race and gender was the white man. But the white woman was able to convince the black woman that she needs to be a feminist just like her. The only difference is white women only took feminism so far. They would only take it to a certain extent. Once the black woman latched on to feminism, I don't need no man. I can do whatever I want to do. I can sleep around because men do it. Men do it. Now, have you noticed this? When you tell one of these chicks they need to be more ladylike, you know what they tell you? Well, men do it. Yeah, you ain't no damn man. Well, if men do it, I should be able to do it. Men do construction. Get your ass out there and do some construction. In the middle of the summer, 100 degrees weather. I bet you don't want to do that, but guess what? Men do it. Men dig ditches. Men build homes. Men pave roads. So I don't want to hear none of you women say what men do. You don't want to get out there and do the same hard work that men do. So shut up about what men do. Be a woman and stay in a lady's place. That's all we asking. That doesn't require money. See, let me tell you something, fellas. The things that we require from women doesn't even cost money. But they want you to pay their bills, provide for them. A lot of these women are coming to the table with kids from other men. They still looking for some clown to provide for them. The things that women require from you actually cost money. The things that we require from women, it don't even cost money. And most of the time, these women can't even deliver the things that doesn't even cost money, unfortunately. Don't get mad at what I'm saying. Prove me wrong. Don't get mad at what I'm saying. Prove me wrong. But you can't, because I'm telling the truth. The things that men require from women don't even cost money. That's crazy.
Sam, like, I don't think there's a need to mention a hotel, even
being a wife don't matter. There's a lot of simps who marry unruly women. So when a woman tells me I'm married, it really don't matter. Sometimes it doesn't, because a lot of times simps will marry unruly women. Women who are loud-mouthed, women who are overly opinionated and masculine. I've seen a lot of men marry women like that. So saying that you're married don't mean nothing. Your husband could be a stone cold simp. He could be a stone cold simp.
Innocent way. You picked her up, you dropped her off, any of that. I don't know if that's necessary. I really do think that's coded language for the goofies that support you. That's not something that you needed to say in the video, but you want people to know that after the after hours show, late night, you and Micca was out together, right? You want that to be heard.
Take Micca to the hotel to get her stuff dropped off and get checked in and stuff. And then
it's all gravy. I ain't mad at nobody. We just having conversation. We're just chopping it up. There's no need for anybody to get offended. We're just chopping up game.
Out to the city, and so we walking around. We wind up hitting the belt. The belt was busting. Walk through Campus Martius and all that, and then we wind up going over to Greektown. So
yeah. So when a woman tells you she's married, it don't matter, because you got a lot of simps who will marry unruly masculine women. She's talking back. She's overly opinionated. She think her money. This woman believes that her money puts her on the same level as a man. And just like I told you, money has turned a lot of these women into men. The only difference is they ain't real men. They'll pretend to be men, but they don't want to be real men. So when I say it turned them into men, not exactly a man, but maybe similar traits, but they don't want to be all the way like a man. But the reality of it is this: money has made these women masculine. Once you allowed all these women to get into the workforce, they became masculine, talking back, disrespecting you. Money has empowered women so much to the point to where not all of them, but a lot of them feel like they ain't got to listen to no man no more because they got their own money. And these will be the same women. These will be the same women that'll tell you they're Christian. And God, listen, homie, God ain't never said if you make money, you ain't got to listen to your man no more. If you make money, you ain't got to honor your man no more. Now, if you're with a man that's not worth honoring, then that's your fault for laying down with him in the first place. Pookie ain't worth honoring, but you gave Pookie your body. You gave Pookie a baby. So you will give your body and you will have a baby with a man that's not worth your respect. He's not worth, you're not going to honor this man. Well, that says something about you. You will give your body to a man that you don't respect. You will give your body to a man that you don't honor. The problem is you.
Now, she ain't never seen Greek Town Casino and stuff like that, or it's Hollywood Casino now. That's what it's called. It's called Hollywood Casino. So she go over there and we go in, and so we walk around and we go upstairs. I see the dice table. I'm like, oh, okay, what? That's what's up. Let's go ahead and play the dice table. So we go to the dice table. I buy in. First 2,000 I buy in. And I'm betting $1,000 per throw, right? So I lose the first $2,000. I buy in for another $2,000. And then I double that. So I wind up getting my money back.
And then I start being up. So I wind up being up another $2,000. So I'm up 2. And he's like.
So he's talking about Micca. But let me get back to what I was saying. I'm going to let this play. You say, okay, well, if God didn't teach these women that, where did they get it from? They got it from the world. They got it from feminism. If these women claim to be Christians, but they don't respect and honor their men, and they'll make a million excuses for why they don't respect the man, but they'll give their body to these same men. So you say, well, if God didn't teach these women that, where did they get it from? They've been indoctrinated with feminism. That's where they got it from. And these would be the same women telling you that they're Christians and they go to church on Sunday and they don't honor the word of God at all. God ain't told these women, well, if you get a career and you make money, now you can talk back and disrespect your man. God ain't never told you that. So in reality, you worship feminism more than the word of God. You know how many female feminists are in the black church? Several of feminists are in the, matter of fact, the black church is overpopulated with feminists. They believe in feminism more than the word of God. Then they'll say, well, I want equality. You notice these women want equality until it's time to spend some damn money. Because when it's time to spend some money, they want you to pay the bill. But they want women want equality up until it's time to spend money. Now, when it's time to spend money, they don't want equality no more. They want you to be a real man. They want you to take the bulk of the whole thing. Hold on, you just said you want equality. She want equality until it's time to spend some of that damn money. Now she looking at your black ass to foot the bill. All of a sudden, she don't want equality no more.
Hey, yo, do you want to put your card in? Now, I don't really play when I play at Hollywood Casino. I just so happen to be over there, so we wound up playing. And so me and Micca at the table and we chilling, and he said, yo, do you got a card? You want to put your card in? You
can't prove me on wrong. You can't prove I'm wrong. You might not like what I'm saying, but you can't prove me wrong. Women want equality until it's time to spend some damn money. Then they go right back to, well, the man is this. Hold on, you said you want equality. Girl, you better spend some of that damn money. And you can't prove me wrong. This is gender war content. This ain't no damn gender war content. Shut your ass up. I'm sick of you beta male simps and you absent-minded people. This is gender war content. No, the hell is not. I am being honest with you about what's going on in the black community. Ignoring the problem doesn't make it better. Ignoring the sickness doesn't make it better. Matter of fact, it gets worse when it goes untreated. What happens when a sickness goes untreated? Does it get better or worse?
Rated now for the people that don't understand what that means. And so me and Micca at the table and we chilling.
And so me and Micca at the table and we chilling.
And so me and Micca at the table and we chilling.
And so me and Micca at the table and we chilling. And he said, yo, do you got a card? You want to put your card in? Do you want to be rated? Now, for the people that don't understand what that means.
Because, like, look, man.
Yeah.
The repeated usage of her name, it was for the people who watch his show. You know what I'm saying? The people who know who she is. This is January 2024. So she's closer to being new on the scene. And yeah, Anton is exploiting that. Anton is making sure everybody know, hey, my girl Micca, Micca's mind, Micca, right? Just like the original interview that he had with her, where he was saying that if she's with him, she's his. So I view this as the unnecessary using of her name. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to keep saying that she's there with him, they're at the casino. You don't hear anything about Rita in this, and it seems he's mastered this part of the conversation where if he's challenged on this, he can put Rita into it at any moment. Oh, Rita was there, I just didn't say her name. Or if push come to shove, he'll just say it don't matter what he do. Can't nobody tell him what to do anyway. You know what I'm saying? So again, at the end of the day, all of this hurt Micca. This makes Micca look crazy, right? Because Anton's still doing what he do. It's not going to affect his business or his brand. Micca was just there to be used. And now that he doesn't need her anymore, she's over there trying to grow.
Tampon don't need her. Tampon ain't never needed her. He wanted her, but he never needed her. Let me say this a tad ago. Tampon wanted her, but he never needed her. Tampon was already a millionaire. He was already a successful businessman. He had a growing platform. So the man was already successful. Tampon wanted Micca, but he never needed her. I'm giving you the facts. People say, you want to use the Bible? No, I'm not using the Bible. I'm just being real with you. So all you black women who claim to be Christians, you're more of a feminist than a Christian. Why? Because you're more faithful to feminism than you are to the word of God. That is a fact. They feel like, well, if I got money, I ain't got to listen to no man. Now, you got women in this chat who will say they don't think like that, but if you deal with them, you'll realize that they think exactly like that. All you got to do is piss them off and you're going to see the truth. They'll tell you they're not a feminist. They'll tell you they don't think like that. But when you deal with them long enough, you'll realize they're just like that once you get to know them a little better. They're just like that. It just takes time. It takes time to get to know a lot of these ladies. The same women who tell you they're not a feminist, you realize they are feminists once you start dealing with them. But like I say, you can only hide the truth for so long. Oh, these bashing. No, I'm not bashing. I'm telling black women what they can do to make change. Feminism ain't done nothing for the community. It's destroyed black families. Feminism told black women that they can be men, and once they make money, they ain't gotta listen no more. That's what feminism has taught them. He's saying I'm not saying all black women are feminists. What I'm saying is over 50% of black women are feminists. I'm gonna be real with you. They've been indoctrinated to be this way. A lot of white women are feminists. We can get into that as well, but I'm here to talk about the black woman. I'll let the white man correct the white woman. But Tampon, on the other hand, wants everybody to know that Micca is his woman. Micca is in pocket with him. She's gonna obey. She's gonna listen. Check it.
Rebranding, trying to change her image. Anton looking for the next one.
And so me and Micca at the table and we chilling, and he said, yo, do you got a card? You want to put your card in? Do you want to be rated? Now, for the people that don't understand what that means they want to basically track your play.
And they want to cloak it under the guise of giving you rewards for how much you bet. He's like, man, you betting over $1,000 a throw. You know, you can get really high points as a result of this. Now, I've had a card at Greektown/Hollywood Casino. But like I said, I never go there. I only go to MGM, and if I just so happen to want to go to Motor City because his friends are there, because it's a show there or something like that, then I'll go to Motor City because they got soundboard. And I never really go to Greektown, but I've had a card there because I got homies that play there, and I've been there with them. So I'm like, nah, I don't really care about that, whatever. And after a little bit, you know, I've been playing for a while. He's like, man, you sure you don't want to? I can just take an ID. I'm like, yeah, cool, here, just take my ID or whatever. So maybe 10 minutes later, they push my chips off because I'm laying against the 4, meaning I'm betting against the shooter to throw a 7 before they throw a 4. And I'm betting like $2,000, right? So every $2,000 you bet, you win $1,000. That's completely irrelevant. But I got a lot of money on the table. I got a lot of chips in front of me. I got a lot of money on the table. I got like 10 grand, maybe 8,000 in front of me, something like that. And I see they push my money off the table. Then I see the security.
See, now you realize why FBA men don't tell black women the truth, because when you start telling them the truth, they start leaving the chat. They start leaving. I'm finna leave. I don't want to listen to that. This is why FBA men pander to you. See, listen. Black women will tell you they want the truth, but when you start telling them the truth, what do? They start leaving the chat room. I already knew they was gonna do that. They proved my point. The moment you start telling the truth to black women, they start leaving the chat room. Oh, I don't want to hear that. But these will be the same women that'll tell you, I want the truth. Well, you can't handle the truth because when I give you the truth, you leave the chat room. Black women don't want the truth. They want comfortable lies. Black women don't want you to tell the truth. What they really want is a comfortable lie. Why do I say that? Why? When you start telling black women the truth, they run away. They don't want to listen to it no more. So they don't want the truth. They want comfortable lies. Something that makes them feel good. That's what they want to hear. You don't want to hear the truth. Because if black women really wanted the truth, they would be tapped in to King Supreme every time I go live, because I'm one of the few FBA content creators that's a black man that's honest with black women about how men really view them. The majority of black male FBA content creators, they're not honest with black women about when it comes to how men view them. They're not honest with them. Why? Because they know if they told the truth, black women will leave their platform. So when it boils down to it, they avoid telling black women the truth for that reason. Now, if I start telling black women the truth, they're going to leave the chat room. They're going to unsubscribe from the channel.
Pop up behind me. It's only like one little security guard. But I'm not throwing this to guy that's a couple people around me is throwing a dice. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, the only time that I've ever had an encounter with security is if they walk me to my car because I want to be safe. Or they walk me to valet because I want to be safe. And I got a lot of money on me, or I got a lot of cash on me. And, I don't want nothing to happen. So usually they'll have security over at MGM on me out. But I've never had an interaction with security outside of that.
So he's like, yo, they don't want your action. What do you mean you don't want my action? They don't want your action. I'm like, why wouldn't they want my action? It's the dice table. It's not blackjack. Usually the only thing that you can really get pushed off on is blackjack. They can say, yo, we don't want your business because you counting cards or something like that. But I'm literally just there for fun. So I'm around even, or I might be up a little bit, like a couple $1,000s, and I'm just chilling. And so me and Micca looking at each other like, what is this? So me and Micca looking at each other like, what is this? So me and Micca looking at each other like, what is this?
So me and Micca looking at each other like, what is this?
So me and Micca looking at each other like, what is this?
So now, I got this clip from Taz the GOAT. So if you want to catch the whole video, you got to go watch Taz the GOAT.
Why is there so much damage control now? I mean, if all of this was innocent, if there was nothing happening.
Let me show you how foolish this woman is. Like, it's typical. You think because I'm talking about this that I don't have women or I don't have a woman? You're delusional. You're delusional. That's like saying, well, if a doctor's healthy, why is he talking about other people that's unhealthy? Well, maybe he's trying to help others, right? So just because I talk about something that affects the majority of people don't mean that I don't have a woman or whatever. This has nothing to do with me having a woman or not having a woman. Typical response, though. Typical response. You must not have a woman. This ain't got nothing to do with me having a woman. I'm telling the truth. I'm being honest about the things that's going on in society. This has nothing to do with me having a woman. I could have 20 women right now and I'll be saying the same thing. For all you know, I got 10 women that I'm dealing with, but it don't stop me from telling the truth. I can have 10 women that's catering to me right now. That's not going to stop me from telling the truth about what's going on out here for the most part. My situation don't stop me from being honest about what's going on out here. I don't care how rich I get. I don't care how many women I have. I'm still going to tell you guys the truth about what's really going on.
Here that was nefarious. Why do we have all of this damage control?
And Ringo, you think if I had 200,000 subscribers, I'll be talking about somebody with 10,000 subscribers, but subscribers don't matter. Being relevant is what actually matters. That's what matters. So it doesn't matter how many. The only time Ringo gets views when he put on that MAGA hat and he starts caping for white folks. Outside of that, nobody pays him no attention. Imagine a grown-ass man with a gray beard and tight pants with a MAGA hat running around pandering to white folks, kissing the behind of Charlie Kirk. The only time Ringo can get views is when he starts caping for white folks with that damn MAGA hat on. The moment that the white people stop paying him attention, now he got to troll somebody in the black community.
And it's because some of this stuff wasn't cool, fam. And we're seeing example after example after example. I still got reviews to do of videos that are examples. So, like I say, the videos I have.
Shout out to Steven for the 20. Shout out to True Warrior Scholar for the 50. Shout out to Jason for the 20. Now, we didn't have over 1,000 people in this chat. Where's the contributors? Where's the supporters? Where's the people showing all that love? I already know you got a hate campaign against King Supreme. I know what's going on. I didn't peep the scene a long time ago. But to all my loyal people, bless that Cash App and that like button. It ain't nothing.
Haven't seen done are the ones I'll do, but some of the ones I've seen done, I still got to go back and review. There's a lot for me to talk about that I haven't actually discussed yet. And one of the things I see as problematic is the usage of this woman's name, knowing she married, knowing she got somebody. But
nah, that ain't Tampon's job. If Micca was married, then she should do a better job at respecting herself for one, and her husband for two. But Micca's done a poor job at respecting herself. Micca would do anything for the love of money. She would disrespect her husband for the love of money. She would disrespect her husband for exposure and fame. Micca has disrespected her marriage 100%. Micca disrespected her husband publicly in hopes to get money, and hopes to gain social media clout, fame, and attention. So in reality, Micca is to blame for this. Tampon never forced her to do anything.
Not really caring because it works to your benefit. It worked to his benefit all of this time. So he had no worries or concerns about the overusage of Micca's name because it was just working to his benefit. It added more to his own gravitas, which is what he was trying to make happen. Well, now that it's all backfired and imploded, these are the moments I'm looking back at saying, yeah, fam, Micca should have took issue with this, though. Micca should have recognized the way she was being positioned, and she didn't.
Micca didn't give a damn about none of that. Micca was money hungry. She was thirsty, looking for fame, money, and attention while disrespecting her husband in the process. Matter of fact, she disrespected her whole marriage. Tampon is not to blame for this. Tampon didn't force Micca to do anything. Micca is a willing participant. I don't feel sorry for her. Hell nah, Micca was never disrespected. She disrespected herself and her own marriage. Micca felt like she was going to gain money and a whole lot of exposure by dealing with Tampon. That was the motivation. Money was the motivation, for the love of money.
A little bit, like a couple $1,000, and I'm just chilling. And so me and Micca looking at each other like, what is this? Long story short, what he explains to me is
they pushed me off of action on online sports betting. What happened was I bust their head open last year. Now, I didn't know that whatever ESPN bet or whatever it is, because they all like partner with somebody else. I didn't know that that was a part of that entity or that casino. But regardless, I bust their head open last year in 2023 for a bet that they tried not to pay me out on. And so it wound up being like an $80,000 payout. And they tried to act like it was a glitch and that I wasn't supposed to be able to bet what it is that I bet. And then I wound up hitting, and it was like $80,000. So.
But yeah, look, though, fam, we ain't gonna waste no time or none of that. The rest of the video is about him getting kicked out the casino, and he hadn't done nothing wrong, I guess. You know, he claims he had something happen on the app, and they end up walking him out, and he doesn't know why, whatever. Sound like he got the YN treatment. But he would never blame that on being black or none of that. Just, you know, the same old Anton Daniels, high capping, I got money and I don't make that much money there anyway. I'm going to take my business somewhere else.
Tampon said, my money makes my cheating acceptable. Tampon said his money makes his cheating acceptable. So all you married men who can't do whatever you want to do because your wife got a leash on you, You need to take notes from Tampon. Tampon is rich, he got money, and he can do whatever he wants to. He travels, goes wherever he wants to go. You guys can't go anywhere without checking in with your wife. A lot of you married men, I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of these guys who talk about being married, they can't even go to a football game with their homeboys without their wife nagging about it. That's a miserable life to live. You got to check in with your wife to watch a football game with your homies on the weekend. If your wife don't approve it, you can't do it. These are beta males who happen to be married. This is when I said being married is not a flex. You got a lot of simps. You got a lot of weak men that are simps who happen to be married, and a wife wears the pants in that marriage. But they'll come to social media and brag about being married like it's a flex. The whole time he's living in the prison, you can't even watch a football game with your friends on the weekend without your wife bugging out. Tampon said, I can travel, go wherever I want to go, do whatever I want to do, and I'm getting money. Tampon said, you wish you could have the life that I have. I ain't got to check in with no woman. I do whatever I want to do, and she rolls with it. Why? Because I'm the breadwinner, and I make her life better. My wife don't get to nag me. My wife don't get to tell me what I can and can't do, where I can and can't go. A lot of you married men got to check in with your wife before you do anything.
You know, that type of video. But I do think he was trying to convey the message of, hey, I was out on a date with Micca last night. You know what I'm saying? And you're able to do that with talking about what y'all did, but never highlighting that it's a date night, right? You can say it as many ways as you want to without highlighting it. And those of us who are married and that would know better than to be on here talking about hanging out with some married woman while you're married. Yeah, fam, it stands out.
You see, here go this equality. Look at what she said. I'm gonna show you the feminism. Look, the feminism. Men can go wherever they want and choose, just as women can. See, she's trying to prove that women can do the same thing that men do. Well, when you got a man that's leading you, you can't do whatever you want to do. If you're dealing with a man who's leading with you. See, this is the thing. Modern women don't want husbands, they want partners. They want to have equal say as the man in a relationship. So she don't believe in her man leading the show. She don't believe in her man being a leader. She's looking for equality and partnership. She's not looking for a husband. Do you know how many black men are married to women who look at them as partners, and she don't respect him as her husband, as her leader, as the man in authority, as the man that's in charge? A lot of these women ain't looking for that. They are looking for partnership and equality. And unfortunately, you got a lot of men who go for that. You're married to a woman who has equal say. You can't lead the woman because she feels like she has equal say. And at that particular time, you're not leading a woman. You are, listen, you just listen. Why compromise your manhood to be in a relationship with a woman who feels like she has the same amount of say so as you do? At that particular point, you're not leading the woman. These women want partnership and equality. They're not looking for husbands. They're not looking for a man they got to submit to. They don't want that. A lot of you guys that's married, you got an equal partner. Your marriage is based on equality and partnership. It ain't based on you leading the situation. It ain't based on you leading the woman. That woman feel like she got money, so she ain't got to listen to you. She wants equality and partnership. And unfortunately, a lot of you men fall for that.
I don't know why Micca positioned herself like this other than she was enjoying it, right? It just is what it is. And see, while she's constantly changing her image now and putting some of her older videos back up of her music, it does make me wonder, where does this play at in the Talk Perspective video? Because in that interview, she was playing it like her and Anton don't be out in public together. Like it's not a common occurrence for him to take her somewhere. And so this isn't them at the Pistons game. This is a whole different occasion where she's there, and now they hanging out late night.
What's that gap?
Now, if a woman tells you she's looking for equality in partnership, then ask her, okay, well, are you going to pay half of the bills and half of the rent? He should be paying all of that. But you just said you wanted equality in partnership. Partnership and equality is splitting everything 50-50. Now, my thing is this. My relationship ain't based on no money. If I tell my woman, hey, I need you to pay this, she going to pay it. That don't mean that she can disrespect me. That don't mean that I ain't leading her. See, me having money don't make me the leader. My mentality, my masculinity and manhood, the principles that I stand on makes me a leader. Money don't put me in a position as a leader. Why? There's plenty of beta males with money with no leadership qualities. There's plenty of beta males with money with no leadership qualities. So having money does not make you a leader. There's a bunch of beta males with money, zero masculinity.
Between the first time you're there, he takes you to a business meeting at a basketball game, and you guys are sitting on the floor.
Anytime you allow a woman to dictate the terms of the relationship, you become a woman because you're being led by one. Never allow a woman to dictate the terms of the relationship. When you do that, she's leading you, and then you become a woman. Anytime you're being led by a woman, you become a woman yourself. You know how many grown-ass men that allow their women to dictate the terms of the relationship? Because these are beta males. Beta males who wife up unruly females. A whole bunch of men, you allow your woman to dictate the terms of your relationship. A real man need to be doing this and a real man need to be doing that. Now she's telling you what a real man is, what a real man should do, and what a real man should say. And you, not knowing no better, you're trying to live up to the unrealistic expectations of a woman because she sat up there and told you what a real man is, what a real man should be doing, and what a real man should say. At that particular point, that woman is dictating to you. She gave you the prerequisites of manhood and masculinity, and you're doing everything in your power to live up to it. At that particular point, that woman is leading you. She is dictating to you. That woman is wearing the pants.
Like you are.
And if you was a real man, you would do this. Okay, baby, I want to be a real man. I'll do it, baby. I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it. I want to be looked at as a real man, so I'll do it, baby. And she's sitting back with her when you better do it because I get somebody else to do it. I need a real man. So now you're living up to this woman's standards. Her standard of what she think a man is. You're doing everything in your power to live up to that. But see, these are beta males who are led by females and women.
Working together?
Yeah.
And it's not like that.
Well, that's not working together.
No, go back to what you just said.
Is that working together?
No, go back to what you just said. Okay, so
yeah,
we got to the studio, and
let's back up a little.
Okay.
Again, here's another invitation. Correct? It's another invitation from Anton. An invitation.
No. Well, no.
You a real man as long as you're doing what she tells you to do. She's dictating the terms of the relationships. She's defining. You allowed that woman to define what manhood and masculinity. You let that woman define what manhood and masculinity is. Shame on you. Where's your spine? You're a spineless simp.
And see, I got that coming in a whole.
As long as you're living up to her unrealistic expectations, then you a real man. That's a real man. A real man don't mind taking care of the next man's kids. A real man don't mind paying your bills, even if you got kids by other men. A real man ain't bothered by that. A real man don't mind taking care of another man's kids. Not a real man. All right. A real man.
Another video. You know, I do have thoughts about women who are out publicly with different men who are not with these men, but maybe they don't understand that there is an image thing attached to that, and men use that to their advantage. You can say you're just out with a friend and it's no big deal. I understand that women say that, but this is why a lot of men think women are full of shit and just liars, because men will use you if you allow yourself to be used. And Micca allowed her.
That's human nature, man. That ain't got nothing to do with men and women. Anybody will use you if you allow yourself to be used. Your homeboys, as a man, your homies will use you if you allow yourself to be used. Prime example, let's say they don't have a car and you pick them up every day. They ain't gonna give you no gas money. They ain't got to put in on a weed or food. But as long as they can use you, they'll use you if you allow them to use you. I had homies who didn't have a car, nothing, and every day they wanted me to pick them up. And sooner or later, I'm like, man, you got to have some gas, bro. I'm not going to be picking you up and dropping you off every day. You ain't finna use me. So this ain't got nothing to do with men or women. If people can use you, they will use you. Take gender out of it. That is human nature.
Yourself to be used. There's no way and with different men who are not with these men, but maybe they don't understand that there is an image thing attached to that, and men use that to their advantage. You can say you're just out with a friend and it's no big deal. I understand that women say that, but this is why a lot of men think women are full of shit and just liars, because men will use you if you allow yourself to be used. And Micca allowed herself to be used. There's no way Anton was doing videos saying, yeah, Micca flew in last night, and she didn't pick up on the fact that he was using her for that reason, to say she flew in. She wanted to benefit from it. She still has aspirations to be an artist. At the time he's doing this, she's still doing music. So her ability to be seen next to him at that time, it was working to her benefit. She never would have had a problem with it. And I'm saying now that shit hit the fan.
Micca didn't have a problem with it as long as she gained something out of the situation, mainly popularity, fame, and money, elevating her platform. That's exactly what she was looking for. She didn't mind disrespecting her husband. She felt like Micca was you. Let me tell you something. What could Tampon use Micca for? Absolutely nothing. Tampon wanted Micca, but he didn't need Micca. Tampon was already a multimillionaire, a platform with 1 million subscribers. He's a businessman, so he didn't need Micca for anything. He wanted to have sex with her, but he didn't need her. Micca, on the other hand, was using if anybody was being used, it was Tampon. Coming to Tampon's platform would give her more visibility. It'll put her in a position to make some money. It'll give her more exposure. So if anybody was being used, it was Tampon. Micca can't do anything to Tampon. She can't do anything for Tampon to make his lifestyle better, but Tampon can do things to make Micca's lifestyle better. He can give her the spotlight, give her more visibility. Now more people know who Micca is. Without Tampon, most people didn't even know who she was. I don't give a damn about them pictures she took with celebrities. Nobody really knew Micca until Tampon gave her that exposure. So if anybody was being used, it was Tampon. In reality, what could Tampon use Micca for? And I'm not talking about sex, because that's not going to put money in Tampon's pocket. That is for pleasure and pleasure only. Let's talk about money in business. Tampon doesn't gain more money or more subscribers by bringing Micca to his platform, but Micca gains more subscribers and visibility just by being on Tampon's platform. So if anybody was being used, it was Tampon, not Micca. Micca is an opportunist and a user of men. Let me say that again. Micca is an opportunist and a user of men. And I'm not mad at her, because she's just playing the game the way that the game is supposed to be played. I don't say this because I'm mad at Micca. Go ahead and get your money, baby. If these men are willing to bring you to their platform, all based on the fact that they think you're pretty, and it ain't based on talent, well, then the men are at fault for bringing women to their platform just because they want to sleep with her. Tampon didn't look at Micca and say, oh my God, this woman has so much talent. I would love to have her on my platform. Nope. When Tampon saw Micca, you know, the first thing that came to his mind, damn, I would like to sleep with her. She's pretty. She's attractive. Not for 1 second did Tampon think, this woman has so much talent. I would love to collaborate with her. That never crossed his mind. That thought alone has never crossed his mind. He looked at Micca and said, she's pretty and I would love to sleep with her. So he reached out to her. As simple as that. Nobody's reaching out to Micca because they believe she's so talented. Men are reaching out to Micca because they would love to sleep with her.
Man, yeah, she probably doesn't want us to realize how many times Anton was putting her out there.
Anton didn't lose nothing, man. Men date down all the time. See, listen, men don't date women for money. Now, if you got money, that's cool. That's a plus. But men are not dating women for money. The main thing that we want from women is beauty and femininity. And if she has money, then that's a plus. We don't look at women and say, oh, she's pretty because she got money. You know how many ugly women out there with money that men don't want? Tons of them. Tampon didn't lose anything by dealing with Micca. He didn't. His wife ain't mad at him. His wife is cool with him doing what he does. Tampon didn't lose a damn thing. Tampon got exactly what he wanted. He wanted everybody to know that he has sex with beautiful women and these women stay in pocket with him. So in Tampon's case, mission accomplished. His home is not in shambles. Rita understands that he deals with other women, but he's bringing the money home. He's bringing the bacon home. Check game. Tampon, listen, Tampon said it himself. My money makes my cheating acceptable. Rita has a beautiful lifestyle. She ain't got to work a regular job. She lives a lifestyle of luxury. But from time to time, I'm going to sleep with another woman because I can. My money makes my cheating acceptable. That's the mindset of Tampon Daniels and many men, ain't not just Tampon. Now, I know a lot of you women, I don't care how much money a man got. He ain't finna be letting him cheat on me. Shut up. Broke men have cheated on you before. I don't care how much money a man got. He ain't actually gonna be cheating on me. Shut up. You're not telling the truth. A lot of you women got baby daddies and you're struggling with the child and you talking about what you ain't gonna put up with no rich man. You got knocked up by a man that don't even do nothing for you or the children. You telling a damn lie. You know damn well you would tolerate a man cheating on you if he was taking care of you and financing your lifestyle. Stop it. So I don't want to hear that. What you don't want to put up with, and you've been knocked up by men who didn't marry you. You know how many women running their mouth saying that, and they've been knocked up by dudes that ain't never married them, but they got the nerve to talk about what they ain't gonna put up with.
Her ability to be seen next to him at that time, it was working to her benefit. She never would have had a problem with it. And I'm saying now that shit hit the fan, yeah, she probably doesn't want us to realize how many times Anton was putting her out there. Micca flew in last night. Yeah, man, it just sounds like you for the streets, as he would say. But again, I'm just giving you my take on it because, again,
hit the like button. That's Taz the GOAT. So if you want to see the whole video, go on over there to Taz the GOAT. You know? Well, most men are tricks, bro. I mean, listen, I'm not mad at him. I'm not even going to call him a trick because he did make money off of these women. So I really can't call him a trick because when you think about it, Tampon did make money. Tampon said, I'll bring you to the platform. I'm going to make some money off of it. And I get to sleep with you. So it's a win-win for Tampon. A lot of men that are talking crazy about Tampon would love to have his lifestyle. Tampon can travel whenever he wants to travel. His wife understands that he's going to have other women from time to time. You know how many married men wish they could do that, but they don't have the balls to do it, but they wish they could do it. Tampon said his money makes his cheating acceptable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, bringing Micca to his show is not going to make or break him, but at the same time, he made money and he had access to that. You know what? So it was a win-win for Tampon. I get to sample the cookies and I get to make some money. And I get to parade this woman around to let these cats know, hey, I got beautiful women with me that's in pocket, that's rocking with me. So it was a win-win situation. Let me tell you guys something. A lot of you guys have taken women out to movies and dinner dates. We could say that's tricking, right? We could easily say, oh man, that's tricking. I mean, Tampon probably did spend some money on Micca, but I'm not really like, it's really nothing to when you think about where Tampon is at. If Tampon put Micca on one of his podcasts, he's going to make money off of it, right? So the money that he spent on Micca, he's making that all back. So he's making money off of her, and he gets to fornicate. He gets to fornicate and make money. You can't beat it. That's a wonderful deal. Fornication and the accumulation of money. Don't forget it. Tampon said, I got paid and laid. You can't beat it. You know what I'm saying? Paid and laid. Shout out to Yes Sir. You got Yes Sir. Blessed us with a 5 on the Cash App. Afro Nat blessed us with a 10 on the Cash App. I'm going to keep preaching. I'm going to keep teaching. This certified game, that is. You know? But you guys notice how many of those women left the room when I start talking about the things that they do that they don't want nobody to know. When I start talking about all these Christian women who are feminists, a lot of these women are more loyal to feminism than they are to the word of God. That's a fact. You got a lot of these women who go to church every Sunday, but feel like since they got money, they ain't got to listen to their man, but they'll go to church and listen to their pastor. They'll go to church and listen to the preacher, but don't want to listen to the man that they sleeping with. Now, how backwards is that? How backwards is that? They'll take their black behind to church and listen to the pastor and the preacher, but won't listen to the man they're sleeping with, the man that they give their bodies to. That is ass backwards. Well, I got money. I don't need to listen to no man. I can pay my own bills. God ain't never told your black ass you ain't got to listen to no man because you make good money and you got a good job. God ain't never told you that. That is feminism. So you'll go to church and listen to your pastor and preacher, but you won't listen to the man you're sleeping with. You won't listen to the man that put that baby in you. Well, ladies, I said it before and I said it again. If you're giving your body to a man that you don't listen to, shame on you. Something is wrong with you and your mentality at that point. Giving your body to men that ain't worthy of listening to. Yeah. Your woman listens to her boss at work. She listens to that white man who's her boss at work. She listens to the pastor and the preacher, but she won't listen to you, even though she's giving you her body every other day. She listens to everybody else besides you. She makes every excuse in the book to not listen to you. I got money. I don't need to listen to no man. I'm an independent, strong woman. Okay, cool.
And they tried to act like it was a glitch and that I wasn't supposed to be able to bet what it is that I bet, and then I wound up hitting, and it was like $80,000. So,
but yeah, look though, fam.
But I'm gonna say this though, as a man, listen, if you tolerate that as a man, then you a damn simp. I'm not gonna marry no woman and cherish no woman who don't listen to me. So it's your fault as a man if you're tolerating women who think and act like that. It's your fault as a man for dealing with that. Where's your cojones? Huh? If you tolerate that behavior from a woman, then you're less than a man. You a beta male. You need to hang it up. You ain't standing on business. You're not standing on manhood and masculinity. I would never tolerate a woman who feels like she ain't got to listen to me. Hell nah. The hell I look like dealing with that broad.
Waste no time or none of that. The rest of the video is about him getting kicked out the casino, and he hadn't done nothing wrong, I guess. You know, he claims.
If you listen, let's say I'm dealing with a woman that don't listen to me. Guess what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start treating her like every other woman in the streets. She ain't gonna get a damn thing from me. There's gonna be no gifts. There's gonna be no dates. There's not gonna be anything. There's not gonna be anything. Listen, homie, when you spoil a woman who doesn't submit to you, you're rewarding you're rewarding bad behavior. You're telling her it's okay to disrespect you and still ask you to do things for her. That's the message that you are sending that woman. You will be a fool to shower a woman with gifts or take a woman on dates who doesn't listen to you, who doesn't submit to you. You will be a fool to invest in a woman like that. You got a whole woman who don't listen to you, who's not submissive, who don't respect your word. And you still want to elevate this woman? You still want to invest in this woman? The fool is you for tolerating that crap. Now,
he had something happen on the app and they end up walking him out and he doesn't know why, whatever. Sound like he got the YN treatment. But he would never blame that on being black or none of that. Just, you know, the same old. And
you got, listen up here, man. You guys who tolerate that are just weak men. You guys are just weak men. Only a weak man tolerates that from a woman. So a lot of these women are feminists and a lot of you guys are weak. You're weak men.
Anton Daniels, high capping, I got money and I don't make that much money there anyway. I'm going to take my business somewhere else. You know, that type of video. But I do think he was trying to convey the message of, hey, I was out on a date with Micca last night.
We already know that a lot of these pastors and preachers are simps, right? Because most of the women in his congregation are feminists. And he's never going to tell them the truth. Why? Because he's too afraid to lose members, so he won't be honest with the females in his congregation who happen to be feminists, but they'll claim that they are Christians. You can't be a Christian and a feminist at the same time. It's not going to work. It don't go together. Too many women, they try to mix feminism and Christianity. You can't be both. You can't serve two masters. But if you go to the black church, you're going to realize there's a lot of females who are feminists, and you can't be a feminist and a Christian at the same time. It's not going to work. How are you going to be a Christian feminist when both of those things don't mix? So hold on, you a Christian feminist? Man, please. That's the worst woman you can deal with.
You know what I'm saying? And you're able to do that with talking about what y'all did, but never highlighting that it's a date night, right? You can say it as many ways as you want to without highlighting it. And those of us who are married and that would know better than to be on here talking about hanging out with some married woman while you're married, yeah, fam, it stands out to me.
And listen, I'm not making this content to down the women. A lot of you guys are just weak. It's your fault for tolerating a woman like that. It is your fault for tolerating a woman like that. The woman ain't forced you to deal with her. So the problem is a lot of these women are out of order. Why? Because a lot of you men are beta males and simps, and can't forget about tricks. So many men in the black community are simps. This is why why do you think these women, this is why a lot of these women feel that this behavior is okay, because most men ain't saying nothing about it. If every man was pointing this out, there will literally be nowhere to go. They would say, okay, if I go left, men are saying the same thing. If I go right, I go forward, I go backwards. But women always know there's going to be a group of men they can run to, a group of men that's not going to criticize them for their behavior. So as long as there's men out there who's not going to criticize them for their bad behavior, they'll continue to disrespect you and run to the simp who will tolerate them. But if every man stood on business, which will never happen because the overwhelming majority of men in today's society are beta males and simps. So with that being the fact, you got a lot of women that's unruly and out of line, thinking that money can replace the role of a man. Adam was the first simp on planet Earth. He disrespected God. Adam did what a woman wanted him to do, and he disrespected the word of God. Adam was the first simp on planet Earth. He went against God's word to please a woman. Why? Because Adam is a simp. He was a weak man. And unfortunately, we got a lot of men just like that in today's society. Weak, don't stand for nothing, and let women run all over them. You let a woman tell you what a real man is. So much to the point to where you're living up to her unrealistic expectations. Anytime a woman dictates the terms of the relationship, you become a woman because you're being led by one. Anytime a woman is telling you what a real man is, you'll become a woman if you got a woman telling you what manhood is. This is why we have so many feminine men. Do you know that black men who grew up in single mother households, their idea of what manhood is comes from a woman? If you grew up in a house with a bunch of women and no father, and you seen your mama and auntie talking about what a real man is all day, your idea of what a real man is came from a woman, not a man. And that is a major problem in the foundational Black American community. What percentage of black men fall in that category? Their idea of what a real man is comes from their mama, come from their auntie, come from their mama and their loudmouth auntie. That's their idea of what manhood is. It comes from a woman. Yeah. You don't want to hear this. Single mother raised men, their idea of what a real man is comes from a woman, not a man. Your mama and your loudmouth auntie, you done heard your mama and your loudmouth aunties tell you what a real man is your whole life. Your whole life, women been telling you what a real man is. Yeah. Come on, Kaya, you know I'm telling the truth. Single mother raised men, their idea of what a real man is comes from women, not men. It's just the truth, unfortunately. Hit the like button if you haven't already. And let me say this to you, ladies. Money can never replace the role of a man because there's certain things that you got to get from a man. If you want to be a boxer, who got to train you? A boxer. If you want to be a basketball player, you got to learn from basketball players. If you want to be a real man, you got to learn from real men, not women telling you what a man is. Right? You want to be a doctor, you got to go to medical school. A lot of men were raised by women. Their idea of what manhood and masculinity is comes from a woman, not men. And that is a major problem. I did a video back in 2022. I said, Black women, stop thinking you know what a real man is. Do you know how many women got pissed off with that video? Even though that video was 100% true, it was accurate, it was correct. I said, black women, stop thinking you know what a real man is. Sit down, listen, and maybe you can learn something. But instead of them taking notes, they got pissed off. You just bashing black women. You just hate black women. No, I don't hate black women. I'm giving them advice. Just like I'm giving black men who are beta male simps, I'm giving weak black men advice. A lot of black men are weak. Their idea of what a real man is comes from a woman. Let me tell you something. When you empower women with money, what's going to happen is you're going to have more women engage in woman-on-woman activities, because that strips women of their femininity. Putting women in leadership positions strips them of their femininity. If you put a woman in a leadership role, pretty soon, sooner or later, they're going to start behaving and acting like a man. Because when you put women in a leadership position, it strips them of their femininity. It strips them of their feminine energy. That's the reality, unfortunately. And I'm not saying this to bash our sisters. I'm saying this to educate our sisters, because they've been lied to. Most men lie to women because they want to sleep with them, and they never tell you the truth, because they feel like telling you the truth will ruin their opportunity to sleep with you. So they just tell you what you want to hear. They tell you what you want to hear. Man, hit the like button. It ain't nothing. It's King Supreme up in the building, man. You already know what it is and what it ain't. We gonna go hard in the paint. Lesbianism. When you empower women with money, that opens the door for lesbianism. More woman-on-woman action. When you empower women with money and leadership positions, it's going to ruin marriage. Why? Because women are not in their natural state when they're chasing money, trying to have power over men. A woman is not in her natural state. It's going to make her more masculine, and less men will desire her. I mean, men will have sex with her, but nobody's going to want to marry her besides a spineless beta male. And he don't have no idea. He ain't got enough common sense to realize he's being disrespected. Masculine men are not attracted to masculine women. I said it before and I say it again. Masculine females attract beta males. Anytime you see a loudmouth woman who thinks she can say whatever she want to say, it takes a beta male to deal with her. No masculine man wants a woman no masculine man wants a woman with that type of energy. Masculine females attract beta males. Anytime you see a loudmouth woman, it is a weak man that's dealing with her. She feels empowered because she got money. She's running her mouth because she has money. No femininity, ton of masculine energy. Feminine energy gone. Femininity just gone. When you empower women, when you give women power and money, you're opening the door for lesbianism, for more woman-on-woman action. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you empower women financially. They feel like they ain't got to operate in their natural position. Why? Because they feel empowered now that they have money. Listen, homie, the more money women make, the more single they're going to be. The more single they're going to be. When you empower women financially in today's society, you're going to see less and less marriages. Don't take my word for it. Look at today's society. What do you think happened when all these women got in the workforce? Marriages declined. Most men didn't feel the need to do it anymore. When you empower women with money, you're going to see the decline in marriage. Men with money don't want to marry masculine women, and they won't marry masculine women, but a beta male will. But those are not the type of men that women want in the first place. So women will get married to a beta male, but they're not satisfied with the beta male they got married to. It sounds good to say that they're married, but they're not happy in that marriage. Why you think they file for divorce at the highest rate? Do you know that independent women that make a lot of money file for divorce at the highest rates? They're the least married women, but they file for divorce at the highest rate. That's something for you to think about. Even when you give women money and you put them in leadership positions, they are still unhappy. Women with a lot of education be the main, like women who pursue careers and a lot of education, those women file for divorce at the highest rate. And I think we already know why. Money makes women more masculine and less feminine. Money makes women more masculine and less feminine. That is a known fact. Don't get mad at the messenger. It is what it is. I said this, Kaya. I said women with money gotta get with a man who makes less money. You know why women with money gotta get with men who makes less money? Because a man with money ain't gonna tolerate their nonsense. So they gotta get a man that's broke, that's impressed with their money to tolerate their bullshit. I've been saying that. I said that years ago. Women with money, they're gonna have to get with men who makes less money, because a man with money ain't gonna tolerate your masculine ass. He wants a woman with more feminine energy. Men with money don't want masculine women with money. Beta males with no money will marry a masculine female with money. It makes sense. He need that woman, but a man with his own money don't need that woman, so he's not going to tolerate her. He's not going to tolerate her BS and masculine energy. So I said it before, women with money, they're going to have to settle for men who make less money, because men with money don't want women with masculine energy. Women who make a lot of money tend to have masculine energy. So they're not a match for a masculine man. They are a match for a beta male, which is why masculine females attract beta males. It all makes sense. Yeah. So to all you independent boss chicks, be prepared to take care of a man. It ain't gonna be a masculine man with money, because he don't need you. So all you boss chicks that make a lot of money, be prepared to take care of a man. Go on and take care of that man, baby. That's the only man that's gonna deal with you. That's the only man that's gonna take you serious. Rich men with money don't need you, so they don't have to tolerate you. They're not gonna deal with your masculine energy just because you are an independent woman with money. No. I mean, listen, homie, I'm just telling you the truth. I have no reason to make any of this stuff up. This is why independent women who make the most money are the least married, but the first to file for divorce. So listen what she said. Lovely. Listen what she said. So you're contradicting yourself. You're teaching how to bash and disrespect women if they make money. Power couples get money. See, that's that equality. I'm not telling, what I'm saying is women with money are more masculine. Women who focus on their careers and women who pride themselves, they pride themselves off of money. They take pride in money. Those women don't make good wives. They don't. Those women want partnership and equality. They don't feel like a man could lead them. They don't feel like a man can tell them what to do. This is why they get with beta males. Men who allows women to wear their pants. I know what I'm talking about, sweetie. I've been doing this for too long. Successful black women with money don't want husbands. They want equality in partnership. They don't feel like a man can lead them. They don't feel like a man can tell them what to do unless it's their white boss at work or their pastor and preacher at church. Independent black women, I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of them, they feel like the only man they want to listen to is their white boss at work and their pastor at church. But they don't want to listen to the man that they're sleeping with. They don't want to take no instructions from the man they're sleeping with. So I'm not telling black men to disrespect anybody. I'm telling black men what you're going to deal with when you deal with a certain type of woman and how to avoid women like that at all costs. Please pay attention to the game that I'm spitting. Yeah. The truth is, listen, the truth is considered bashing black women. The truth is considered bashing black women. I think you guys already know that. Yeah. Telling the truth is considered bashing. And this is why, listen, man, I've been telling men this for a long time too. If you get with a woman and you pay all the bills, you don't know if that woman likes you. She ain't made no sacrifices. Stop giving women the red carpet treatment based on their beauty, and she ain't proved her loyalty. A woman got to put in some work. She got to make sacrifices to prove her loyalty to you. And if she ain't willing to do that, then she ain't the woman for you. She need to get with a beta male who's going to worship the ground that she walks on, but she ain't did a damn thing to prove her loyalty. She needs to get a weak man like that. If you get with a woman and you pay all the bills and she ain't got to do nothing, you don't even know if that woman likes you, homie. The only way you're going to know if a woman likes you, she got to spend some money. She got to prove her loyalty through actions. And if she ain't willing to do that, then she ain't the woman for you. She don't like you like that, homie. You will never know if a woman truly likes you if you just pay all the rent, pay all the bills, and she ain't got to do nothing but sit up there and look pretty. And she ain't did a damn thing to prove her loyalty. You a fool if you tolerate that. See, these women are quick to tell you what a man should be doing for them, but they never talk about what the hell they should be doing for a damn man. They want to tell you what you need to be doing for them to prove that you a real man. So let me tell you something, homie. Paying 100% ain't gonna make that woman submit. Oh, hopefully that registers. Hopefully that marinates on your mind. Paying 100% ain't gonna make that woman submit. That woman must prove her loyalty through actions. Some of you simply, well, if I pay 100%, surely that woman will submit. You know how many simps that didn't pay 100% and that woman still left them and walked away? What's that Poppy Chulo dude, the Poppy Chulo dude? He wifed up a single mom and she came to the table with a kid. He paid for everything, provided for that woman, and she still left him. She still left him. Listen, homie, I know a simp who married a single mom, paid all the rent, paid 100%, took care of a child that wasn't his, and that woman still divorced his black ass, still divorced him, still divorced the man and left him. Paying 100% ain't gonna make women submit. Your manhood, your masculinity, the principles that you stand on is what's gonna make that woman submit. Paying 100% ain't gonna make that woman submit. There's plenty of simps who paid 100% and a woman still left them. The woman still divorced them. But he paid 100% though. So nah, homie, paying 100% don't make women submit. Paying 100% ain't gonna make her feminine. She's supposed to be feminine when you first meet her. And let me tell you something about what's going on in today's society. Check game, baby. You know, women will say, well, when I meet the right man, then I'll become feminine. No, you don't become feminine just based on what a man's paying. Either a woman is feminine or she's not. Your money don't make a woman feminine. Keyword, check game. She'll pretend to be feminine, then eventually she'll show her true colors. Your money can't make a woman feminine. Your money can't make you masculine. Check game. If your money can't make you masculine, what the hell? If your money can't make you masculine, what makes you think your money is going to make a woman feminine? Make it make sense. So when a woman tells you, well, when I meet the right man, then I'll become feminine. It don't work like that. Femininity don't work at the flick of a light switch. Either you're feminine or you're not. Money don't make a man masculine, and money don't make a woman feminine. So let me tell you something, brothers. Never let a woman tell you, well, when I meet the right man, then I'll become feminine. What she's saying is, once you start paying her bills, once you start paying 100%, then she'll submit. Don't believe that. Don't believe the hype. Don't believe that. Well, if you start paying 100%, then I'll submit. Then I'll become feminine. You know how many women have said that? You know how many modern women have said that? Well, when you start paying 100%, then I'll submit. Then I become feminine. That's like me saying, well, when I meet the right woman, then I'll behave like a man. Then I'll start acting masculine once I meet the right woman. You're supposed to be masculine before you meet the woman. Ladies, you're supposed to be feminine before you meet that man. You don't become feminine all of a sudden once you meet the man. You're supposed to be feminine before you meet that man. Listen, feminine women are groomed to be feminine. They don't become feminine just because you spend money. It don't work like that. Money don't make men masculine, and money don't make women feminine. You're either masculine or not. You're either feminine or not. So when women say, well, if you spend money, I'll become feminine, that is conditional femininity. Never tolerate conditional femininity. Why? Because it ain't real. It ain't real. So yeah, I came through spitting this game, man. Spitting game is my occupation. Well, when a man pay 100%, then I'll submit. Nah, don't believe it. Don't believe it. Your money can't make a woman feminine. She's either feminine or she's either feminine or she's not. You know how many rainbow community members there's a lot of rainbow community members with money who happens to be men, but money don't make them masculine. They're just rainbow community members with money. Money does not define masculinity. No amount of money can make that woman feminine. Either she's feminine or not. Never tolerate conditional femininity from a woman. Don't do it. Never tolerate conditional femininity from no damn woman. Well, if he pay my bills, then I'll pretend to be feminine. She'll pretend to be feminine, but in reality, she's not feminine. She's playing a role. Then eventually she'll get exposed. She is playing a role. Then eventually she'll get exposed. She said, comparing apples to oranges. Well, let me tell you something, lovely. Why don't you hit that link with your big bad ass and tell me what I'm wrong about? And I guarantee I'll eat you up with some of this logic. I'll eat you up with this certified game. What is game? Game is knowledge, wisdom, and information. That is game, not manipulation. Knowledge, wisdom, and information, that is what you call game. Not game as in playing games. That ain't game. Never tolerate a woman with conditional femininity. Well, when I meet the right man, then I'll become feminine. Nah, baby, that's something you got to practice. You don't wake up one day and become feminine just because a man's spending money. It don't work like that. That's not reality. Either that woman is feminine or she's not. Your money will never make a woman feminine. No amount of money will make a man masculine either. Just because a man has money doesn't, a man with money is not necessarily a masculine man. Money doesn't define masculinity. It don't. Hit the like button if you haven't already. The game is gonna come heavy, baby. I told y'all several times what it is. You know what I'm saying? And what it ain't. I bet money she won't hit that link. He said, you need to have a seminar. I will have a seminar. I bet money she won't hit that link and prove me wrong about anything I said. I bet money she won't do that. She can troll in the comment section and pretend like I'm not spitting game and pretend like I ain't telling the truth. Bet money she won't hit that link, though. I bet money she won't do that. We got a lot of women out here cosplaying femininity. Conditional femininity. Well, if you pay my bills, then I'll become feminine. Then I'll become feminine if he pay my bills. Nah, my money don't make you feminine. You come to the table feminine. Listen, a woman has to be groomed that way. If she's not groomed that way, then she's not feminine. She is pretending. See, be on the lookout for these women who pretend to be feminine. That's conditional femininity. That's not real femininity. She's playing mind games with you, hoping that you're not smart enough to peep the play, hoping that you're not smart enough to soak up the game. Conditional femininity is a no-no. You don't waste your time with foolishness, but you typing in my comment section. You listening and you typing in my comment section, but you ain't got time for foolishness. Man, this lady sounds dumb. If you didn't have time for foolishness, you wouldn't be in my comment section typing. Let me show you this lady right here. I know you won't hit that link because you can't prove me wrong. You can't prove me wrong about nothing that I said. Hit the link and prove me wrong about something that I said. Bet money you can't do it. I don't entertain foolishness, but you all in my comment section typing, begging for attention. Man, get lost. Oh, man. Get lost. Upgrade your information and hit that link. That old outdated ass information that she coming with. That woman would get slaughtered intellectually if she ever dared to hit that link. I will barbecue that woman and serve her with this knowledge and good game if she ever got bold enough to hit that link. Yeah. She will get intellectually destroyed if she ever decided to hit that link. I bet money she won't. Yeah. Masculine females attract beta males. That's the reality of the situation, baby. Masculine men don't want masculine women. Why you think independent women have the least marriages? And listen, that goes for women of all races. Independent boss chicks are the least married women for good reason. These women want to behave and act like men until it's time to do the same work that men do. Listen, any woman that gets offended by what I say, you know she's everything that I'm talking about. So when you see these women that get mad when I talk about this, those are the same masculine females that I'm talking about. Fake femininity. Those are the type of women who get mad at what I'm saying. Feminine women don't have a problem with what I'm saying because they're going to say, no, Red is actually telling the truth. Feminine women actually agree with me. Masculine women are the ones who wants to debate, who wants to come up here. Oh, that ain't true. No, that ain't true. Those are the masculine females I'm talking about. Feminine women ain't got a problem with nothing that I'm saying. They actually agree with me. Masculine women are the ones who got a problem with the things I'm saying. Oh, no, that ain't true. What type of women you dealing with? You must hate black women. You must hate your mama. And then they get, then they start talking that nonsense. Scoop says she's combative with her mouth. She ain't got no husband. She got more than one baby daddy. Yeah. Ain't no masculine man gonna tolerate her damn foolishness. Absolutely not. They ain't gonna tolerate it. They ain't gonna deal with it. Women who are high earners make terrible wives because money makes women masculine and less feminine. Women who are highly educated that are high earners make terrible wives. Of course, you might have your exception to the rule here and there, but for the most part, they make terrible wives, bro. Horrible wives. Women who are highly educated, women who are high earners make the worst wives. 100%. If these women, if they knew how to make the money, but maintain their femininity, but it's like they can't do that. It's a trade-off. You're not going to see women who are high earners, who are career orientated, that's going to be feminine, that's going to play their position as a wife. They're not going to do it. Women can't do both. Either they're going to pursue being a wife or they're going to pursue being a career. These women who feel like they can do both, it never works. It never works. How many guys seen these women who feel like they can be an independent boss chick and still be a wife that's playing her rightful position? Is not going to work. They can't play both roles at the same time. She's either going to be an independent boss chick or somebody's wife. She can't be both at the same time. And then people say power couples. Listen, man, I don't know one man who's looking to be a power couple with no woman. That's what women say. I had some chicks say, "Oh, a power couple." Who talks like that? You don't see grown ass men saying, "Man, I'm looking for a woman. I want to be a power couple." That's that. Women who say they're looking for, they want to be a power couple. Those women want partnership and equality. They don't feel like a man can lead them. They don't want a man leading the relationship. They want equal say. They want partnership and equality. That's exactly what they mean when they say, I want to be a power couple. Those women are not going to submit to you. They're looking for partnership and equality. She don't want to play her role as a wife. Now, she want to get married, but she don't want to play her role as a wife. Key word. They want to get married, but they don't want to play their role as a wife. She wants equality and partnership. That's what those women are looking for. And you got to be a damn fool as a man to listen. If you're willing to downplay your manhood and masculinity to get in a marriage that's based on equality and partnership, you a beta male. You a female with man parts. That female, that female then turns you into a woman. So anytime a woman say, I want to be a power couple, that's a woman who's looking for partnership and equality. She don't feel like a man can lead her. She don't feel like a man can tell her what to do. Why? Because she got her own money. So she's looking for equality and partnership. She's not looking for leadership. Those women don't look for leadership in a man. They look for equality and partnership. That's exactly what they're looking for. Anyway, man, I think I done said enough on this one, man. I've never heard a man say, I want to be a power couple. I've never heard a man say that. You only hear women saying that. You only hear women talking like that, not grown ass men. I've never once heard a man say, I'm looking to be a power couple with a woman. No. Well, you just proved my point. She just proved my point. I just told you women feel like if they make money, they ain't got to listen to no man. You can't show me one scripture in the Bible that's told these women, I don't care what religion you go to. I don't care if you're talking Christianity, the Holy Quran, Hebrew Israelites, or what religion you go to. God has never told a woman if she makes money, then she ain't got to listen to no man. God ain't never said that to these women. They get that from feminism. Women who think like that are feminists. Well, since I make money, I ain't got to listen to no man. That's feminist. That's feminism. She just proved my point. If you get with a woman and she feels like she ain't got to listen to you because she has money, that woman is a feminist. You ain't got no damn business dealing with her in the first place. I make my own money, so I ain't got to listen to no man. I want equality in partnership. I'm not looking for no man to lead me. I ain't going to let no man tell me nothing. I ain't going to let no man tell me what to do. That's the feminist mindset that unfortunately most women have been brainwashed with. I make my own money, so I ain't got to listen to no man. Yeah, true story. She gets the white man education, start making money, and in her mind, she ain't got to listen to no man no more. She just proved my point, but I've been saying this for years. You know? I told you. So when I said that, I was correct 100%. Unfortunately, that's the mindset of a lot of women. I make my own money. I don't need to listen to no man. She just proved my point. Women will not respect and listen to a man she makes more money than or more educated. So that proves my point. This is why men are not marrying educated women who are high earners. Women who are high earners make the worst wives. Now she's crying abuse because I told her the truth. Now she's crying abuse because I didn't sit up there and told her the damn truth. Ain't that something? See, if you can't correct her, you can't direct her. If you cannot reach her, you cannot teach her. And that woman is a prime example. That lovely chick, whatever that lovely chick is, if you cannot reach her, you cannot teach her. If that woman don't accept correction, then she don't deserve your protection. If a woman can't accept correction, she don't deserve protection. A bunch of broken men bashing women. Now, it's mighty funny. You got a bird brain up in here complaining that I'm telling her ass the truth, giving you the hard hidden facts. You don't want the truth. You can't handle the truth. And you got a lot of black men in the conscious community who say the same thing. You know how many black men in the conscious community would say, that's gender war content. You bashing black women. They talk like that because they was raised by women. You know how many black men in these conscious communities that told me that's gender war content? Red, nah, you just a simp. Shut up. Correcting women is gender war content, huh? Telling women the truth and correcting women and giving them the answers to their problems is somehow considered bashing black women. Yeah. I don't like King Supreme. He be bashing black women. I don't like that. I'm going to listen to those FBA channels where they don't criticize women. Well, go on and get to it. There's plenty of FBA channels that don't hold women accountable for anything. Go on over there. I'm going to listen to an FBA channel that don't criticize black women. I don't like listening to men who criticize black women. All right. That's cool. I said it before and I say it again. Successful women with money, you got to date men that make less money because men who make more money don't want to deal with your masculine energy and your lack of femininity. They ain't going to tolerate it. They ain't going to deal with it. You know? Lovely Lisa. Lovely Lisa. Man, please. Or they'll call it misogyny. They'll say, that's misogyny. That content is misogyny. It's bashing black women. It's gender war content. Man, be quiet. Anyway, man, ladies, I say this to educate you, to put you up on game, because most FBA channels ain't gonna tell you the truth. They're just gonna talk about tethers and immigrants all day and the white man all day, but they won't talk about feminism. They won't talk about these women who are feminists in our own community. There's too many FBA channels who avoid talking about feminism because they're too afraid to correct black women, so they won't talk about it. Every day you see these cats talking about the white man and tethers all day, but won't take the time to talk about feminism and how that affects marriages in the black community. They won't talk about it. They won't say nothing about it. They pretend like the problem doesn't exist. No, Red, I ain't finna talk about feminism, man. I don't want to offend black women, so no, I ain't gonna talk about that. I'll talk about the white man and tethers all day, but I don't want to talk about feminism and how that affects the black community. No, Red, I don't want to talk about that. And that's the mindset of these men. No, Red, I ain't gonna talk about feminism. I'll talk about tethers and the white man all day. You know, I'll talk about immigrants, tethers, and white supremacists, but I ain't finna talk about feminism. No, Red, I ain't gonna talk about that, bro. You a hater. Look, you a hater. Listen, you know, it's typical. Like when you tell black women the truth, they're gonna say that you hate black women, you're bashing them, you're a misogynist, or they'll just say, well, you're a hater. This is typical for women to say. You a hater. You hate black women. This is misogyny. You're bashing black women. This is gender war content. That's what they're going to say when they don't want to be held accountable for anything. They'll label it gender war content, or they'll flat out say, you're bashing black women. They're going to say all those goofy things to you to avoid accountability. Anyway, man, we're going to get up out of here, man. Ladies, if you're not a feminist, don't get offended. Brothers, if you're not a beta male or a simp, don't get offended. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it don't apply, please let it fly. Shout out to everybody that pulled up to the chat today. I appreciate you all for pulling up. King Supreme had to drop some damn game, man, in a major way. I had to lace y'all with it. Shout out to Ryder Prophet for blessing us with a 10. I appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Donald W for blessing us with a 20. You heard me? Shout out to my man Craig for blessing us with a 20 as well, man. Shout out to the brothers for sliding on through with the knowledge, wisdom, and information. Well, I appreciate you guys for supporting this knowledge, wisdom, and information. It's all about elevation. Giving you medication for mind elevation. What's the medication? GAME, game, certified. I got the medication for mind elevation. The medication is called game. Here to elevate your mind one time. Hey, man, peace, love, and blessings to everybody. I appreciate you all for supporting the platform. You dig? It is what it is. Realer than rap, no cap, delivering the hard-hitting facts. Shout out to you, Motor Culture, man. Motor Culture, shout out to you. She said you're a hater, bro. OMG. King Supreme at this point is like trying to explain astrophysics. It's like trying to explain astrophysics to a wino. The game and ism is going in one ear and out of the other. Shout out to Motor Culture. I appreciate you for acknowledging what I do. I appreciate you for recognizing what it is that I do. Somebody got common sense. Shout out to that woman, Mode of Culture. I appreciate you 100% though. You already know. Yeah, man, I had to hit 10K. This is a brand new channel. It's a brand new channel. We've already hit 10K. Now we're going to hit 20K, and we're going to continue to elevate. Congratulate, don't play or hate. We'll continue to elevate. Giving you the medication for mind elevation. What's the medication? Game. That's the medication for mind elevation. GAME. Helping you to operate on a higher frequency. Game. Anyway, man, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. King Supreme, I got to get up out of here, you guys. catch the replay, man. And if you catch the replay, make sure that you share the content. And oh yeah, hype the video when it uploads to YouTube. Don't be shy. Make sure that you guys hype all the videos. Peace, love, and blessing. Giving you game to keep you from stressing. I'm gone. Peace. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Salute to everybody.